PO map that tells you?
We're live now.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
There's a big red circle in my town of all the people that have no power, and I'm this much outside of that circle right now.
And that much closer to the high school.
The high school's got no power. That's how close it is. That's how close
what I'm
it is.
saying.
Yeah.
How many feet did you get?
At least 2.
Okay.
I sent you the picture. It was up to fucking.
Yeah.
It was up to like 2.5 to 3 in my driveway. Oh, I know that because you saw the fucking.
Yeah, but the drifts make it look worse than it is too. Yeah.
Well, no, but my whole front yard is level. It's not like a big heap in one place. But
we're going through that as well right now.
Is your car in that pile of snow? You sent me the picture of.
No. That was right there.
I said to my wife,
the street blocked in even more.
Okay.
You know what I made the mistake of doing? So smart thing I did is I pulled up next to the driveway by the school there.
Mm-hmm.
So that way I could just like pull out because when they plow that out, I should be good.
Right.
Except first of all, they never plowed it out. But not only that, I was like 3 feet back. So I didn't realize I was that far back. I'm like, I should be fine. This is good. No. But it was like easy snow removal. So like it wasn't like a pain in the ass. It didn't get too heavy at that point yet when I was doing it. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I was just out doing my drive earlier, and I did up to like this far from the road because I knew that when these dickheads come through, they're going to plow into my driveway. So they just came through like half an hour ago, plowed, and plowed this much.
Right. 1 second. All right. Sorry about that.
Yeah. And then I'm like a quarter of the way through digging it out because I figured if I go out there right now, it's not going to freeze up and be brutal tomorrow. Instead, I should just do it since the guy just plowed it right now. It's probably the best time to do it. This big ass truck came past and plowed my driveway out for me, at least to the bottom of the cars. So that was good. The guy,
that was good.
Because last time people complained that the people that did the plowing were fucking horrible. They just plowed everybody into their drives and fucked off. So now this guy, this plow that came around after was like a construction vehicle. It didn't even have a license plate on it. And he needed. It was like you had to like climb into it. It was a construction vehicle with a plow on the front of it. Is what it was. But yeah, the guy fucking just said, but you move out the way. I'm going to plow your fucking driveway for you. Because otherwise, I'd still be out there now.
Right. Well, I have an old neighbor over in South Amboy who does stuff for the Board of Ed. So, like, if he's one of the people that are plowing, when it snows, like, last couple of years, he was always around. Like, hey, come on, help me out, And Tony come right around. He's like, yeah, I got you. Don't worry about it. But this month, not so much.
We had the mayor's ex-wife's son or something at the top of our street for like 5 years, maybe longer. So our street got plowed first for like years. Before the parkway, our fucking street was plowed. And
now it's just your neighbor getting plowed first.
Yeah, now it's the neighbors across the street getting plowed. But yeah. So that. No, I was gonna say though. Remember what I said about? I talk about on stage about whatever you do, your wife's gonna get pissed at you later, regardless of what.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I finished the driveway, well, at least the half that has cars I need to move, and I put the cars on the street, and I message her, and I say, your car's on the street, you can go do your babysitting tomorrow with the grandkids now. I got the car out. Right. And I get a text back. I got this text. He put my car on the street. He's an asshole. I'm like, what the fuck?
By the way, we got a couple people checking in real quick.
She was texting my daughter that I was an asshole for putting her car on the street.
Well, I mean, you're an asshole, but not for that reason.
Yeah, exactly. Many reasons.
So Sully's checking in to say hi. So is Tracy.
What's up,
everybody?
Happy anniversary, whatever the thing is in February.
President's Day?
Yeah. No, the whole month.
Right.
Oh my God. Talking of people like Sully. Did you?
What do you mean, like Sully?
Did you hear about the BAFTA? You know what the BAFTAs are, of course, right? Because your son's an actor.
Yes, I sent that to you.
Well, yeah, I have the whole thing. That was
right.
I don't know which bit you sent me, but there was a lot.
Yeah.
There's a highlight reel.
Of the Tourette's guy.
Yes.
All right, I just want.
Did you get the highlight reel? We should play the fucking highlight reel.
No, we should not.
Right, yeah.
But I saw Tourette's,
and
I'm like, oh, this is BAFTA and Tourette's. It's right up Paul's alley.
Yes, exactly. I've been trying to get the feed all day. My friend got the satellite feed and he's supposed to send it to me, but he's been a fucking. I don't know if I recorded it properly. I'm like, I need the feed, bro, because the BBC the one they posted, they didn't edit the N word out, but then people complained, and then they took it offline, and now they post them on, But so the guy that was there, what's his name? Davison? What's his fucking name? I should know it because the British TV shows in like 1985, he was a little high school kid, and it was the first show about Tourette's. Was the guy that was shouting, and he was a kid, and then they made a movie called I Swear, which we should watch and comment on next week.
Well, maybe not the whole thing, but yes, we could, figure out.
It's his life story. And the kid that played him,
watching that whole thing and commenting the whole time. We got to get some good highlights. Is what I'm saying.
What I'm saying, you should watch it independently. Someone might have the BAFTA copy of it.
Of course. Oddly enough.
Yeah, so it's his life story, right? And on the live feed, before the show was on the air, they told the whole crowd. They said, there's a guy with Tourette's. You fucking people know what the deal is.
Yeah.
Whatever. But they didn't, apparently they didn't tell the people giving the awards, which I thought they all sat in the room and then they just got up when it was their turn. So I don't know how that happened.
And you would think the British guy that was on stage at the time would have known better.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Lindo grew up in London.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he was born in Jamaica, but he grew up in London. Like he moved there when he was like 7 or whatever.
Yeah. So John Davison is the name of the real guy. Made a movie about his life called I Swear, which, by the way, the lead actor, I believe he won Best Actor at BAFTA last night. But you knew. Oh, this is how fucking bullshitty the BBC is. The only thing they edited out of the show for the live show was someone shouted "Free Palestine" on stage. So fucking N and all those other things is not a problem, but you can't say "Free Palestine" on British TV apparently. So whatever. I mean, I don't care what side you're on. I just think it's ironic that that's the thing they had.
Right. Listen, none of it makes sense. It's overall stupid either way.
Yeah, there was a band on, I wish I could remember the name of them now, but there was a band that was on Glastonbury this year, and they showed the whole thing, and they were shouting "fuck the IDF" the whole way through it. Nice. And then the BBC got in trouble. They said, "Why do you have this on your fucking stream?" Because there's, just like
I thought they could get in trouble this month.
Yeah. Yes, this month is, Yeah, exactly.
By the way, somebody commented that you look like you ate a bunch of snozberries.
I know. I don't know why the light's blue. It's so bizarre. There's no blue in the room. I don't know if it's the screen that does it because it's white. I don't fucking know. I look like a fat Smurf.
I think it's funny though. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, we don't just blue. I went with snozberry. That's just much funnier.
Dave, I'm not changing for anyone.
What's that?
I'm not changing for anyone.
I know that.
But yeah, when the BAFTA started,
you're not going to start looking like a puppy.
Yeah, when the BAFTA started, and the guy shouts, "Shut the fuck up!"
Yeah, that should be the first hint. Watch this guy. When was that? When did that air?
Last night.
Okay, I have no idea. I don't watch BAFTAs.
Yeah, last night.
Listen, if I'm not watching American award shows, I'm not going to watch foreign ones.
Right. I'm gonna find the highlight reel. It's fucking. I don't know if you want to play the highlight reel. Who cares? But yeah.
My wife was truly upset. I wasn't watching the Grammys whenever that was. I'm like, no, I'm good. She's like, turn it on. I'm like, what channel? I'm like, go ahead, put whatever you want on. I don't care. I just go to one of the download sites afterwards, and I click download songs. I don't care about the rest of it. Right.
I'll see who's performing. It's like, the Super Bowl. I like the commercial. I couldn't care. I mean, it's too fucking long. Why are these things so fucking long?
For the money.
I mean, obviously more people are watching the Oscars since Chris Rock got punched in the face by Will Smith. I'm sure the ratings went up next year just in case something went down.
Why? What happened?
Yeah. They were celebrating Black History Month.
So the way that happened, like, I tune in to the Oscars like at 11:15 because it should be almost over at that point, even though it's supposed to end by 11. But I know they always go over. They always run the light at the Oscars. It's right. So I turned it on. I'm like, all right, and I literally turned it on right before that whole thing with the Chris Rock, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, what am I watching here? Then I had no idea. That's why everybody's like, oh, I'm like, yeah, that was crazy. And like, I just want to see who won best actress, best actor, best picture. That's all I care about. Just tell me who won. I don't care.
Now your son's a member of that. Does he vote?
Yeah, he votes.
Did any of the shit he vote for actually win it?
Probably. I didn't ask him what he voted for. You know what I mean? Like that would mean I cared. I mean, when I see the stuff come in the mail, like because I got the app where they let me know what's in the mail coming to that house. I'm like, oh, I'm like, all right, perfect.
I some people watch all of those movies, and some of them are fucking brutal.
Right.
And all the ones that win are always the arty-farty ones that, only like old people will sit through 7 hours of.
Exactly.
Like when the English Patient won years and years ago, British movie, I mean, that movie was like 9 hours long.
That was a terrible movie. I still haven't watched it.
That's what and here's the worst part of it is fucking the guy that made it comes from the Isle of Wight. So I should just a fucking loyalty, I should have watched it.
Right. But I'm like, ooh, this is just terrible.
So his name was Anthony Minghella, and when I was a teenager, there was an ice cream factory that had been there for many years on the Isle of Wight called Minghella's Ice Cream, and the son of the owner of the ice cream shop made that movie. Minghella?
Okay. Mangelli, go ahead.
No, not Mangelli. R.I.P. By the way.
What?
He's not dead yet, but he's on the door.
What happened? Wait, what did I miss?
He's in hospice up in
Really?
Where the fuck is? Yeah, he's been in the place for quite a while.
And Zool gets to live. What the hell's going on in this world?
I know, it's fucking Zool.
No justice.
Here's a day in the life of Zool. Oh, I'm doing so great, bro. We're in the tent. It's fucking amazing. I need to get back to New Jersey. Send me money.
Listen, if you're gonna live in a tent, Florida's not a bad place to do it. Is all I'm saying.
All I know is, bro. What kind of bills do you have if you live in a tent? Don't you wish one day just for you could just live in a tent and not all you need? I just need my phone and Wi-Fi and somewhere to sleep. It would be $4,000 a month cheaper than what I'm doing now.
Right.
But I mean that's just me.
No, I get it. It's just freaking crazy.
I always.
Wait, how long has he been on hospice? Like, you gotta tell me more. I did not see anything.
I gotta look now. I can't even.
All right, never mind.
I thought that was public knowledge. I mean, he's posted about it. It's not like it's a secret.
I never heard it though. That poor bastard. I like him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's technically at this point hospice, but it's definitely a living place.
That sucks.
Yeah.
All right. So what happened with your nephew?
Oh, nephew update. Hold on a second.
I heard you got updates.
I wanted to just hit download on the on the BAFTA highlight reel that somebody made of all the different curse words he shouted out. Hit download.
Exactly.
Right. So we'll watch that later. So we all know the story. It's been on ABC 2020. My nephew and his buddy.
I don't know. Tell me the story. Yeah. I'm not familiar.
My nephew and his buddy got hired to go rough up some people that were threatening a rich guy from Austin, Texas. Big car dealer from Austin, Texas.
Right.
Basically got blackmailed by the boyfriend of a hooker he was seeing on a regular basis when he went to Nashville. So he flew to Nashville, got a massage or whatever you want to call it these days. And I guess some guy that she was seeing decided to send a text message and threaten him, which, by the way, came out $25,000, I think it was what he wanted. So, so instead he hired someone to go down there and rough these people up. My nephew and two other guys went down there, roughed them up a bit. And, well, actually not physically, just like knocked on doors and shit. didn't really make meaningful connection with them. Apparently, my nephew then said, "Hey, we should just shoot them. I got some silencers I built." The other two guys said, "Fuck this," and left. They're witnesses in the case. If you read the court papers, you can see who they are. Right. But they were never charged because as soon as they said murder was involved, they booked out of town. They're like, we have nothing to do with that. We're just supposed to be here threatening these people, which is much, what's threatening, 5 years versus 25? You know what I mean?
But it's still pain. Yes. No, I get you.
Yeah, so it's fucking annoying. But anyway, so then another guy goes down with him, and they end up kidnapping him and executing them in a car and leaving them in a ditch in the construction site.
Well, thanks to the Carolina people.
Yeah. So people got pulled over for stuff. People snitched. The guy that hired them on behalf of the rich guy turned state evidence. He's the witness that's putting it all together. They got cell phone sites and shit proving people are in places they said they weren't. The fucking end of it, of how they actually got them to admit it, the FBI set up another murder for hire and sent the witness in and said, "Hey, remember that thing we did in Nashville? You want to do another one?" And fucking Adam and his buddy have a field day talking about how great the last gig was and everything they did.
So he's definitely related to you.
Yes, he did. Not blood. Not blood. It's all over there.
Yeah, he still doesn't have to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So they just knew that he would brag. So it all went to court. He got convicted of kidnapping, murder for hire, and weapons charges. The other guy got the same, and then the guy that hired him through the other guy, the guy that was being blackmailed, he got a conspiracy to murder for hire. So he got one charge. So then it turned out that there was some issues with what evidence was given to the jury in the jury room.
Right.
And basically something was given to them that had already been excluded. And it was an audio recording of Adam bragging basically in the car and with this other guy. There was it's an audio recording. Certain parts of it got excluded because, whatever. So it went to they went to appeals. The whole thing got thrown out. Then there's going to be another trial, and that was the last we heard of it until today, where the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeal decided that if something gets put in by mistake, it has to be bad for you before you can say, "Let's throw this whole thing out."
Right.
Okay. They left in a sentence where he said, "I don't even know anything about this."
Okay.
They took out a sentence that said, "I don't care about those people. They're just criminals. Fuck them."
No.
So they reversed. So him appealing, saying that it was, I can't remember what the word was. There's a word that basically means it swayed the jury. It's
right.
I can't remember. I'll find it.
They take the jury evidence. Yes.
Not taint. It was it was against them. It made it worse for the defendant, right?
Right.
So the Court of Appeal said, "Well, hey, they left the bit in where you said you didn't know anything about it, and they took the bit out where you said I don't care about those people. Fuck them." So how is that negative? If anything, it's positive for you. So why the fuck are we allowing this appeal? Because you're appealing because they gave good evidence on your behalf, and you're trying to fucking sway it.
Right.
So they threw it. So they threw out the second trial, and now it's gone back to how it was.
All right.
I mean, I don't know how many more appeals you get. I mean, if you're in jail for life, you're doing every appeal, right? Just like if you're on death row.
Why not? What else you got going on?
You're doing appeal number 25.
Right.
But I think the Sixth Court, from my limited following of reality TV, I think that's quite a bit down the line, right? The Sixth Court of Appeal. It's not. Is it the sixth one? Is that why it's called the sixth? I don't know, but it's not. It's not like the first appeal. It's a few down the line.
Sixth Circuit Court.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's at least
that's almost at the end.
That's what I'm saying. So
the only thing after that is the Supreme Court, and they're not going to see that case.
And the car
they're not going to go out of their way to help your nephew or hurt him.
So all three of them did the appeal, and all three of them got it thrown out. And they said, the car dealer guy's like, he joined in with the appeal because everybody wants it thrown out so they can start again, right? They're like, but it wasn't even about you. So how the fuck did that affect your outcome? They literally wrote, I got the thing. I'm not going to put it up, but I got this fucking 21-page thing, basically saying, how the fuck are you appealing when the shit we gave you wasn't even about them?
Right.
It's fucking ridiculous. Well, you know what it is. The guy's, his family's millions and millions of dollars. He owns a handful of big car dealerships in Austin. I have a guy at my job who works in Austin. And as soon as I said the name, he's like, yeah, there's 4 of them down the street.
Of course, yeah.
And I said, well, you know what? There's only 3 of them now because one of them's in jail in Nashville, I think.
No, only 4 dealerships.
Yeah, exactly.
Still there. The guy that owns them is not around.
Yeah.
It's being run by somebody else now. That's all.
No, his wife divorced him, and yeah.
Right. Doesn't mean that somebody else isn't running the businesses, though.
Oh yeah, no. I think the grandparents. But when you pony up, $500,000, because that was the real kicker, was the guy that someone at his job knew this guy who's a PI, and the PI is the guy that hired my nephew and all those people. The PI he got paid like $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, but then he only sent $60,000 to my nephew. So this motherfucker, he took 400 off the top.
How do you not? That's what I would do.
But yeah. So
speaking of crazy criminal stuff, I was just watching a TV show with your good friend Jim.
Which particular one? Oh, Norton. Oh, okay.
Where he played a corrupt priest.
Is that old one? Like
from like 10 years ago.
What's it called? Is it
Power?
What is it?
Power.
Yeah, I remember the cover. It's got him on the cover. Right?
It's a 50 Cent show. Like, so that original series had like 6 seasons, and like David was an extra in like one of them.
Oh, really?
In like season 6. So I started watching season 6. They had like 3 spinoffs after that. So I watched all of season 6. The other couple series, now I'm rewatching the original because I'm like, I know what happened, but I'm curious to figure out how it got to there now.
Well, you know what, though? It might be like Dallas, where you watch the whole series, and then the next episode...
Heard some strong and offensive language tonight.
It's back to work.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, it might be like, you get to series 5, and they're like, oh, we want to bring Bobby Ewing back. So their last series was a dream.
Right, yeah. But no, like, there's a lot of things I see unfolding that I saw coming because I've seen the prequel, what happened afterwards. I'm like, all right, how do we get to the next level now? Like, now I'm twice as curious to see what the hell's going on.
It's not that unusual. It's not that unusual because when you think about it, it sounds weird that you would do that knowing the answer. But how many prequel movies do you watch that come out after when like the Sopranos prequel movie that came out? We all know what happened. We know no one died because they're in the fucking TV show.
Well, not all, but you're curious about what happens, especially if you see they just did the movie. But if they had a series and there's one episode they show you them trying to kill somebody, I'm like, all right, like 50 Cent's character, like they try to kill him in like season 2. Now I know he made it through all 6 seasons, so I'm like, what the fuck happened? They shot him, stabbed him, and set him on fire and burned him in a house. How the fuck did he get out of this one? So I have to watch this now. I'm compelled. It's like, I don't know if you used to do that in England where you would like go into the movie theater in the multiplex and pay for one and see like 5 of them on a Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you see one, it's like, wow.
Do you remember though back then, at first they would have a guy at the door of each one and then they got cheap?
Right.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't care if you snuck in at the end of a movie. So if you went in and you saw the ending and it looked good, you'd stay to watch the movie again in its entirety, even though you saw the ending. Like, we didn't give a fuck about spoiler alerts back then, is my whole point.
Right. Okay, I got two relevant stories to that. First one, got drunk with my friends, went to the movies at 1 a.m. to watch the original Batman with Michael Keaton in 1990, I think it was.
Okay.
Fell asleep. Wakes up an hour later, titles are going up. I'm like, I have not been asleep for 2.5 hours. Turns out we went into the movie that was halfway through, not the one that was just starting.
Of course.
So we watched the second half. But that was a good movie. I like Michael Keaton. He was a good Batman. But the second thing I want to bring up, there's a new. I know there's a guy. Wait, I'll be 2 seconds. There's a new documentary on Netflix about the guys that were living in the mall in Providence, Rhode Island. Did you see that on Netflix?
Not yet.
These guys found a gap in the design where there was like an area they could build. They built an apartment and lived in there for 4 years.
Okay.
And the reason I bring it up is because they would spend their days getting one ticket to the movie theater that was in the mall and watching every movie like 3 or 4 times in the day and then go back up there.
Right.
It's very interesting because they got caught and they're all these arty kids. One of them's like an art teacher. They go to hospitals and do murals for cancer kids. And basically they did it as like an art thing. And when they got caught, they waited for the statute of limitations to get out of it. Then all 6 of them admitted they were there and they had everything on VHS. So they made a documentary on Netflix about it.
That makes sense.
About how they built the whole thing. Dude, they were sneaking cinder blocks in. They built a wall. So if anybody came into this area, they just see a wall with a locked door and not worry about it. They were sneaking. They got caught. They got caught carrying cinder blocks into the mall by the security guard. And the security guard goes, "What the fuck are you doing in the parking lot with 20 cinder blocks?" And this guy goes, "Oh, my car broke down. My friend's meeting me downstairs to pick up the cinder blocks." And the guy's like, "Okay." Fucking security guards suck.
You don't want to have random cinder blocks sitting around. That would be crazy.
Hey, our guest is here. You can play this thing later.
What's going on, Dan? How you been? Long time no see.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How you been?
Pretty good. I was just thinking about it. I'm like, I haven't seen you like in 6 years, I think.
Has it been that long already?
When did we do that show with PJ?
Yeah, you're right. It's probably been about 6 years. Yeah, I think it was right before COVID. I think it was. So yeah, it'd be 6 or maybe right after.
And it's weird because that demarcation just throws it all up. It's like it doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but nothing happened for a couple of years. So it kind of fucks that whole timeline up.
Yeah, and as soon as you say, "Oh, it happened around COVID," that instantly puts you like, "Oh shit, it's been 6 years ago," or whatever it was.
Which me up even more now. I'm like, "Oh shit, it hasn't been that long already."
Yeah.
And it also seems like not long enough. What are you gonna do?
Exactly.
What's going on with you, man? What's happening with you now? You're a big YouTube star.
Yeah, big YouTube star. Need to put that on my tombstone one day for sure. No, just yeah, the social media thing's been really, it's been really good. I've been lucky. I've just been lucky, and I just stopped doing stand up. Probably 6 months ago. I just finally just stepped away because I had a couple. And I mean, I'm not, nobody was really knocking on my doors, but once in a while, I had promoters calling me. I felt bad, kept saying no. So I finally just want to put it out there. For now, I'm just I'm stepping away from it so I can focus on this. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to be coming back or, I always say I love doing this because I don't have to leave the house. I can reach a lot more people doing it this way and no travel. So,
you save it on the gas and tolls. Perfect.
But I do miss the live stage for sure. I mean, I do miss it. So
I've been enjoying a lot of your stuff lately. I'm like he's getting a lot of stuff, and then I just saw you showing off your YouTube plaque. I'm like, good for you, Jesus.
No, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. They're the only site that does that, and I called out all the other sites in the video saying I don't know why everybody doesn't do that. Because you feel like you're a 10-year-old again getting a trophy for Little League or something,
Yes.
I don't care how old you are, it feels good.
And it's not just participation because we're all on there because we'd all have one, so it's not a real participation trophy.
Yeah, somebody called it that in one of the comments. Somebody's like, "Oh, you got a participation trophy just for being on YouTube." I'm like, "Hey, that's what you think. That's it's whatever. What am I going to do?"
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming yeah, I'm sorry, Paul.
No, I was going to say, I'm assuming you're monetized because you're doing well. Just fucking show me a Google check that you're getting from fucking Google and tell them to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. You know what? Just take a screenshot and private message them that.
No, fuck private messaging. I'm putting in a group tagging them.
No, what you got to do is like one of your reaction videos and have their picture with your check saying, "Fuck this guy. He doesn't know I get paid for this."
You could do it like a black rapper that's 18 or 17, but just get a wedge of fucking money and fucking do that,
Yeah. just print a bunch of them. Just do this. Make it rain with the pictures of the check.
Well, you put $20 on the front, and the rest is singles, and you go like that, and hope nobody fucking realizes what you're doing.
Yeah. How you guys been?
How many subscribers you got now? Would you build up to now?
On YouTube, I think I'm around 115,000.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
that's 114,000 more than this.
There you go.
It's funny. My buddy's on YouTube, and he's really trying, and he's starting to gain momentum. And he always busts my balls. He'll be like, "Yeah," he goes, "I'm not in your neighborhood." I'm like, "Listen, like I said, I got lucky. I just got lucky. A couple of videos popped off, and people, found me, and it's not that I did special or anything like that. It was just, a couple of videos I got lucky on. That's all."
I mean, it's definitely true that does it, because and it's always the one that you didn't think was going to do anything, right? It's not the one you're like, oh my god, this is going to be great, let's do this right. And then some, like on my channel, I have one video that's at about 150K, and it's an 8-second video of a dude walking up to a porn star he fucking loves and saying hello, and that's it. But because it says the name on it, 150K. And my second one is again at the porn convention, Shock of Shocks. Some old dude in a raincoat throwing dollars at a stripper on a pole, forgetting the fact that there's 8,000 people walking around him. He's just literally licking his lips like he's fucking getting dinner.
He's enjoying the moment.
Yeah. And they're the two.
He's living in the moment.
Bizarre. Fucking bizarre.
Yeah. It's so true. It's like, well, it's like jokes. You write jokes for the stage. Like you cultivate, you work one, you're like, all right, this one's going to kill. And you get crickets. And then it's a throwaway ad lib that usually gets the biggest laughs. It's the same thing. You don't ever know what's going to work.
That's why I love doing. I do a lot of crowd work and material. I do probably a 50-50 split, Dave. Right? It's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah.
And that's where I found my home. That's my home for what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the off the cuff shit sometimes does it. Like you'll say something to your wife or whatever, and you're like, that's fucking hilarious. You write it down, and you're like, this is gonna fucking crush.
Yep. Or my wife said something funny, and I take it. And I said that in my acts. What happens a lot.
No. What sucks is if it's something like that, and that's the one that hits, not the stuff you put into it.
Right. Like,
my wife says to me this afternoon. I said to her, we got a whole house to ourselves. Why do we only have sex in the bedroom? She's like, I don't know if it's something to do with what happened to me when I was a kid. And I'm like, well, which rooms were you touched in?
Why didn't you take me to the bedroom and close the door? That's the bigger problem.
Yeah, that is a good question too.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's funny.
I'm like, that's going to kill on stage, but that is going to do.
It
well
probably will.
Whether or not the conversation is, as well as I do, it's so much different to the stage.
Right.
So, like you said, you could write 10 things down. You got one that you're like, maybe I'll just try this. Who cares? And that's the one that hits. And you're like, this is fucking bizarre.
Mm-hmm. I learned a while ago, because like one of the best videos I ever did as far as shares, just traffic, was I watched that new Roadhouse with Jake Gyllenhaal. Came out like 2 years ago. And I wasn't even gonna do it. I'm like, what? I'm not even gonna say anything. I said, screw it. I recorded my phone one take. I said, I watched the new Roadhouse. My suggestion is watch the old one and then go to bed. It was stupid. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
That thing went viral. Like Pat McAfee talked about it on his show. Like what the hell? Like,
the love and hate stuff. I love this, and people are like, oh, why? Why does he love it? They'll flock to it. It's like, I hate this. Why does he hate it? Let me find out why.
Mm-hmm.
Dad,
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 too.
Dad,
exactly.
Kevin Israel, correct? You must know Kevin Israel, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Kevin Israel was the head of PR for that new movie.
Oh, he was.
And he got to walk around with the fucking UFC fighter dude. He got to like road trip with him all over the place. So
Conor McGregor.
Yeah, so I like I'm like, I'm not going to talk shit about it online, but yeah, they're not as good as the original. No.
And it's funny because I love Gyllenhaal. I love all of his movies, and I really wanted to like it. And I'm like, but the original Roadhouse, you can't redo that.
No,
they remake movies. Why do they remake movies that don't need to be remade? The answer, of course, is money, right?
Mm-hmm.
They need to fix movies, not I know. Jesus Christ.
Well, that's why they're remaking them. They think they're fixing them, and that's the problem.
I just watched a Jake Gyllenhaal movie that I've been meaning to watch for probably 10 years at this point, and I finally watched it. End of watch. End of watch.
Good movie.
What a good fucking movie.
Yep.
I really
Really good
enjoyed
movie.
it. Really enjoyed it. What's that?
Is that the one he's the EMT? Which one?
No, it's the one where they're cops, and it's kind of shot like it's an episode of Cops. It's like a lot of.
Okay.
Yeah, it's almost like a documentary feel.
Yeah, it's got that feel to it.
Mhm.
I enjoyed it. That's been on my list to watch for a long time, and I just watched it the other day.
That you know what else is a great Jake Gyllenhaal movie that didn't get a lot of recognition was Nightcrawler.
I think I saw that.
You did
Was
see it?
that the one with the paparazzi? Was that one?
The paparazzi, yes.
Yeah, he's the camera guy that goes and films the.
Yeah.
There's a show that was on. Fuck, what's it called? I can't remember the name of it, but there was a show that was on that followed the real paparazzi around LA. LA Stringers. They call them Stringers. That's the name.
Yeah. Yep.
Called Stringers. And Nightcrawler was pretty fucking accurate to what they do.
Yeah. It was weird, and he played that's what I like about him. He'll play those weird parts sometimes, and he kills it.
Yeah. No, he doesn't care if it comes to that. If he wants to be more artsy when it comes to that stuff. And
every fucking movie maker and actor that gets like a ton of success decides to go off on the artistic fucking thing at least once.
Yeah. Well, he started actually. One of his early ones was Donnie Darko, which was he's
Donnie
always been in that.
Very underrated movie.
Yeah, and he's always been in that lane where he'll go mainstream and then he'll go back to that artsy crap.
Yeah.
I got a question for you guys. You brought something up that's interesting. I asked before, has there ever been a movie that like a classic that was remade where the remake was better than the original? Because I can't think of one.
Godfather 2.
That wasn't a remake. That's a sequel.
That's not a remake. Tough one.
That's a plus. Like we said, the Roadhouse one. Like what was a classic 80s, 90s, whatever 70s
this is
movie
not
where
one, but Footloose. When they remade Footloose, they did it scene for scene.
Yeah,
with different actors, which is even less of a point. You know?
I've seen neither one. That's the crazier thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
you never
danced.
Yeah. I can't think of. I Spit on Your Grave, but I don't know if that was better. It was about the same.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. The remake was pretty good. I got to give you that. It was
good, but it wasn't a great movie. They didn't do too much different. It was almost like the same thing with Footloose, where it's kind of like same type of a shot-for-shot thing with that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that was a good pull there.
All right, what about The Fly?
Remotely,
the David Cronenberg Fly. I'm looking at the list here of remakes.
Actually, I take that back. You're right, The Fly, because the David Cronenberg one was better than the original.
Yes.
All right. What about The Thing? The Thing was a remake of a 1951 movie.
Yes.
Yep.
That was good. But the newer version from like 2010 or whatever it was not that good.
No.
Scent of a Woman was a remake from a movie from 1972.
Oh, really?
Was it?
I didn't even know that. Nope.
Apparently, I've seen this twice on here, so I know it's not bullshit. The Departed was a remake.
I heard that. I never saw the original.
No, I have no idea. I don't even know what it was called.
Yeah.
Like Scarface, you can't call that a remake.
That's on the list. It says it's a remake.
But it's an updated version, but it's not the same story. So is it really a remake? It went from basically being loosely based on Al Capone to a Cuban refugee. It's not really the same. But they wanted to remake that energy for modern times.
True Lies was
why that works.
True Lies was a remake.
The 80s Scarface.
Really?
Says True Lies was a remake. What else?
All right, I stand corrected.
I'm sorry.
But you notice every one of these movies that was better was not in the last 25 years because now they just do it for the money.
Right.
And that's what I was going to say. All these movies that are better was when we were kids. Yep.
The Hills Have Eyes. I don't know if this new one was better.
It was updated. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't worse.
See, I'm a big fan.
I'm not going to say it was great.
I'm a big fan of those exploitation movies from the late 70s, early 80s. Like I Spit on Your Grave was really good. Evil Dead was great because I like the hacky special effects. The new one, Evil Dead Rise was very good as far as effects, but the hacky effects was what made those movies. I really enjoyed the bullshit fucking animation that cost $5 grand. I Spit in Your Grave, Last House on the Left. All those movies. I love those movies. I'd rather watch the fucking 74 version of it.
What movie would you remake, Dan?
What movie would I remake?
Yeah, that you think would be good for that.
Oh, see, I don't think movies should be remade if it's a classic like Breakfast Club.
What shit movie? What shit movie?
What shit movie?
Yeah, what do you think they should fix?
But I'm just saying, like, there's some movies like this was good, but how would it play out like today? How would be the modern version of telling it? Because it's something probably from before our youth that would, if they updated, like, this is a good story, they should redo this.
Give me a minute on that because that's a good one. I gotta because there's one that comes to mind, and it's an 80s classic that I just never got, and I know they kind of remade it. Was Ghostbusters? Right.
Yeah, and they've done it a few times.
They did the girls one. They did the girls one, and then they did the guys one.
Yeah. So they kind of did because I wasn't a big fan of the original, and I know that's taboo to say if you grew up in the 80s you didn't like Ghostbusters, but I wasn't a big fan of it. Trying to think.
That one falls into the one with the effects were pretty not that great, right?
Right.
But I do enjoy. I don't need crazy CGI because when it looks really, really real, it takes the fun out of it for me. I want to see something you're looking at it going, that's
right. Well,
what if those ghosts were real?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm going to get geeky here, but I'm a big Star Wars fan. And so when Lucas started putting in all new things in the original, I hated it because, like you said, I like the original special effects. The original Jabba the Hutt was a guy, and then he made it into Jabba the Hutt, who we knew from Return of the Jedi. He CGI'd it. It just looked horrible. Kind of takes you out of it.
I agree.
As soon as Disney bought that and they're banging out 2 movies a year, it just
Yep.
Return of the Jedi was classic.
Yes, and all those first 3 were perfect. They didn't need any kind of adding. Like he even redid the Han shot first scene with Greedo because people couldn't see it, and it looked horrible when he redid it.
And then he brought it back to the original way. Now.
Then they brought it back. Right.
I love those documentaries that came out where they showed how the animation of the fucking spacecraft was like done with a rostrum camera and a model.
Yeah.
I thought that shit was great.
And I loved it because when you saw the ship flying through space, you could see the black box that it was in. Like you could see the color difference, like the contrast. I love that. I know people like, oh, that that's hokey, but I love that.
I'm weird.
It was a sign of the time. That's what I like about it. It made me. Makes you feel nostalgic for that reason alone.
Exactly. They did that
special.
Yeah, like those special effects were done in the 70s. I mean, that's impressive.
I'm a big fan of Wallace and Gromit. You ever see the claymation? I like Wallace and Gromit from England.
Yep.
I love that shit. Yep. And again, back at the start of it, it came before that. They were doing like little promotional shit for different TV shows and TV commercials and stuff with the claymation. And claymation was awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Now they push a button on a computer, and if Dave Hodge can make a video where he's meeting Scarface and fucking having dinner with him and putting it on his fucking YouTube channel, in 20 seconds,
And like with AI now, it's like,
I saw my first TV commercial that said on the bottom of it, this TV commercial was made with AI.
Yeah,
they have to, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but at the same time, like I just saw something where a short, for the first time ever, a complete AI movie is being released. It's like a 20-minute AI movie, all AI.
I saw one article. They said they made a $200 million movie all in AI that would have cost $200 million. Is that the same one?
That might have been it. I don't know if it was 20 minutes. It's not a full-length movie, but it could be the same one where it's completely done in AI.
Who did that one though? Do you know or?
I don't. I saw like a clip of it. I don't even know who did it. I think it's kind of like a I saw some almost like a space movie. I saw there was like a pig with a pig's head with a helmet, like a space helmet, and I'm like, yeah, I'm out. I'm I checked out.
I get you. No, it's crazy what they're doing with that. Like, I like the idea of the technology, but how I'm not ready for what it's going to start doing.
We are actually lucky that we're as old as we are, because we're going to be at the end of where jobs are replaced. We're the one, if we can squeak another 10 years of employment out, we're good. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But all these people that are starting their careers, Amazon just laid off enough people to fill my town, you know, because they're being replaced by AI, you know?
Yeah.
And we're actually lucky. If we're in our 20s now, what the fuck do we do?
Yeah, like it would be so hard to break through, you know, and to get noticed, because you got so much competition, and a lot of it is it's not even real competition. It's know, it's manufactured. There was did you guys see, I think it came out like 2-3 years ago, Will Sasso did a George Carlin special, but they AI'd it.
I heard about it. I didn't see it though.
So Sasso
I
did.
I heard mixed reviews about it too.
Yeah, Sasso, you know, he does a good Carlin. So what they did is they used his voice, and I think they did like he didn't write the jokes. I think AI did what they thought George would say about current events or something. I didn't listen to it because Carlin's my hero, and I won't ever listen to something like that. So I went on Twitter and I kind of bashed it a little bit, and Carlin's daughter reached out to me and thanked me for it, which was cool. Yeah. And because she's completely against it too. She's like, that's not my father's voice. He never would have said something like, and I agree with her. Like, you got to be careful with that shit, because, you know, it's like I said, now, like right now, they could have, you know, world leader AI saying something that he would never say, and 80% of the people are going to believe it's him or her.
Dude, do you know how many they do Trump videos every 10 seconds?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Talking to Carlin though, did you see the end of the Judd Apatow doc where they decided they're going to do 10 minutes of what would Carlin think of the world now?
Yeah. Yep.
Why was that in there?
I don't know. It was a good doc up until then.
Yeah, they ruined the end of it.
Yep, absolutely.
Paul, they didn't want to say Patrice's name because that's the other person they bring up too now.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah.
What do you say about this?
There was a British comedian called Les Dawson. He was a chubby comedian, very funny guy from like the 80s. He was supposed to do a special in the late 80s, I think it was, and he died. And they actually did a hologram version of him. And they took the audio from the rehearsals. And it was state of the art at the time. It's state of the art. Now it was literally on a real stage with a hologram kind of thing.
Yeah.
And now, you know, they're doing that, but they're putting fake voices on, like you said. And fucking, you know, it's interesting.
It's not authentic, and like you said, like you mentioned Patrice, I would love to hear his thoughts. I miss him so much. I miss his voice.
I don't want an AI version of it though. It's just
no,
it's not,
absolutely not. Nope.
I don't think I've ever seen an AI video of Patrice, but now we've said it, some jackass is going to do one.
Yeah.
If not, Paul, you have a mission.
I know. Maybe I should do one. AI sucks. Fuck you, Norton. Vosh, you're not funny.
I can actually see that though.
Yeah, literally the whole thing. What's that?
That would be something he would say though.
I know what he said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Going back to remakes, they ruined Hairspray. I'm sorry, I like Ricky Lake Hairspray. I don't care what anyone says.
No, yeah, you know what? That was a good movie. That was a good movie.
Why did they? I was just looking at the list of remakes while we were talking. Yeah, really. Man on Fire they remade. Wasn't the old one Clint Eastwood?
Was it? I never heard the one.
I don't know. I don't remember that one.
I think it was Denzel was the original one.
Denzel was in the remake.
Guy, like Secret Service or a CIA guy.
Yeah, he was like ex-CIA, I believe, and I think, who was it? Dakota Fanning, I think, was in it with them or something. It was a good movie. Yeah, good movie. I didn't know it was a remake.
Back when she was. No, I think they remade it more recently. I think they fucked up since then.
Oh yeah.
What do you think of all these live action remakes that Disney's banging out, like The Jungle Book and Little Mermaid?
I'm not a big fan of it. Not a fan. I like the animation.
Why do they ruin legacies? It's all about money, because as soon as someone buys the rights to all this shit, they're like, hey, we can put out, like Star Wars, perfect example. They're just banging them out and banging them out and banging them out.
Yeah. I like the 19, I don't know what it was, 1930s Snow White. I didn't like.
That was awesome.
I didn't need because it's nostalgic too. You remember when you were kids, when you went to the movie theater to see it. It's you're not going to recapture that. I know they want to do it for a newer generation. I get it, but it's just not the same.
You know
I
what I have in
that version. Did you see the '80s version, Dan? That was on Skinamax late at night.
Yeah.
Those are different memories.
You know what I have?
This is childhood memories of mine. Is all I'm saying.
This is totally nerdy, but I have a lot of the Disney incomplete movies where you still see the pencil drawings of some of it.
Oh yeah,
I'm like
I love that.
I can sit and watch that shit all day, bro.
Me too.
I got Pocahontas where half of it is still pencil drawn. It's I'm like,
that's awesome.
Huge collector of that stuff. I'm a big fan. It looks.
But you know what? That's the rabbit hole I go down on TikTok at 3:00 in the morning. If I see a video like that, then I go down the rabbit hole because I love stuff like that.
Right? How could you not, though?
I'm a huge collector of incomplete stuff. Like I just laid my hands on the first episode of The Sopranos, where the one that they submitted to HBO before HBO decided to make it.
Oh, really?
And
that's awesome.
It's so totally awesome, and it has different music in different places. The title sequence is different. There's some stuff. There's one line that stands out that was removed before they actually did because the first episode they kept the pilot, they kept the one they made, but they took some dialogue out of it. Because you know how this is how rabbit hole I go. I put Soprano episode 1 on my TV, and I put that episode on my laptop. And I hit go. And I'm sitting there like this, listening. Fucking, there's a difference here somewhere. I'm going to fucking find it.
There's a lot to find it every time.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff in the later Sopranos, the incomplete versions, where some of the stuff they say, people recorded over it, ready for the ADR. Mm-hmm. So their voices are different people where they corrected dialogue, where they changed their mind about what they're going to say. So you actually get to hear like David Chase's voice saying something before Tony Soprano re-records the ADR. So I mean,
that's cool.
I can sit and watch that fucking
shit. See that, especially with that show. Well, let me get your guys' opinion. What'd you think of the finale? Since we're talking about it,
I liked it.
Well, of course, the running thing was how many people thought their cable went out that day?
Everybody.
I still liked it.
Me. Yep. I loved it.
David Chase did accidentally call it the killing scene when he was talking to a bunch of students at a college one time.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. I mean, hey, we're still talking about it. How fucking many years later?
Right.
Oh yeah, and in my opinion, he definitely died. That's how I interpret it.
But David Chase has since said he didn't die. So I mean, but that's him covering his ass because he accidentally said he did die before. So
you got to remember though, killing scene could mean that's he killed the series. That's it. It's over. It's done. The Sopranos is done. We're done.
It can all mean anything,
Well, I'm sure you guys saw that thing. It back in like mid 2000s after the finale. Somebody wrote it was a blog. How he broke down the scene and how it's definitive that Tony died, and it was perfect because everything he said is true. Like, every time the bell rings, the next thing you saw was Tony's point of view. Every time that bell rang, and when the bell rang, the last thing you saw was black. Like, the members only guy, and like there's so many things that he pointed out. I'm like, there's no, I mean, and it's not just somebody fishing, like trying to string stuff together. It was there. So,
but there's another video. There's another video online dispelling every single part of what you just said.
Really, I got to find it because I would love to watch it.
Absolutely. And if you listen, did you listen to the Talking Sopranos podcast that Steve Sciarippa and Michael Imperioli put out
I not like the whole thing, but
during the pandemic, they put out an episode by episode podcast.
Oh wow!
And at the end of it, Steve Sciarippa and Michael Imperioli had different opinions of if he died or not.
Really?
That makes sense.
So they don't even know then?
No.
Nobody knows.
No. And I read some stuff, talking about, I think Steve Sciarippa said it again recently, but I heard it before. There was leaks in the show, right? Especially when Adriana was murdered. She was killed
Right.
because she was there. So they were saying that, especially that scene, they didn't know where the leak was coming from. They were getting pissed off that all these leaks were getting out. They actually filmed two different things. So the people in it didn't know which one was going to be used.
Right.
Yeah.
And they started giving the actors only their pages.
Right.
Because originally they give them the whole script, and then shit would get out. So,
Yeah, well,
the end,
what else are you going to do if shit's getting out? I mean, you have to do that,
Yeah.
we do this funny thing. So I do cybersecurity as a job. We have this technique where when information was getting out, I was dealing with some insider trading stuff years ago, right? Stuff was getting out about this one company. So we actually wrote an announcement that was coming out, but it was fake. But we changed words and made 30 different versions. We just broke a thesaurus out and we changed the words on all 30 versions, and we gave the 30 copies to the 30 people. When it got leaked, we knew which.
You knew which one it was.
Yeah,
that's brilliant.
Yeah,
that's the best way to catch them.
Yep.
That's awesome.
So now, if I get a press release, I get my friend's copy and I leak that because I'm not falling for that bullshit.
I don't blame you.
I'm not, definitely not falling for that shit.
No.
In actual fact, even better, take the press release that you're going to leak and bang it into ChatGPT and type reword this, please.
Exactly, and just take out the hyphens and all that. That way, because that's a dead giveaway. Like, it's so funny. I know now people that I went to school with. You see them on Facebook writing these. I'm like, that's ChatGPT. I know you. You are not that grammatically, talented.
I just saw a video the other day where it was a college class, and they had a whole thing where they booed someone when they figured out they were submitting ChatGPT shit, and they were like, the guy's like, this is fucking ChatGPT, and he read it, and the whole class booed this kid, and he kind of just ran out crying.
Shamed him.
It was like 25, but
yeah,
you could.
That's great.
You could. I don't even see that being a thing because most of the kids now that are in school are using it, and they're all using it, so they're not going to call anybody out anymore because they're all doing it. So why would you call somebody out?
It's weird. It goes back to when I was a kid. Do you remember when? I don't know how old you are, Dan, but when I was a kid, a calculator was a new thing.
27.
What is it? He's 27.
Yeah.
Life's been rough.
27 years I've been bald, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. When the calculator came out, when I was at school, you had to know how to, figure out circumferences of circles and diameters and algebra and shit. And then when my kid went to school, it was enough. You didn't have to know all that shit by heart. They actually gave you the paper that said it. The skill was knowing how to make the calculator do it for you. That was the skill that you were getting taught at school. It wasn't how to do it. It was just how to work a calculator.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they have those good conversion calculators now. Like some of them, I don't know how to work them. Like they got all the different symbols and how to change it from yards to centimeter or whatever. Like I don't know how to do all that. So you need to learn how to work a calculator for sure.
Yeah. Well, now you just type ChatGPT. How many feet is 7 meters?
Well, yeah, that's what I do. Like when I'm cooking and it says 4 cups. I'm like, what the hell, 4 cups? I got 4 cups of tablespoons, and I just throw it in Google.
Well, that's that. So 4 cups is 8 chicks shitting into a cup, right? Because 2 girls is 1 cup.
Yeah. But when it's doing ounces and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
I still can never remember the formula for converting because in England we use Celsius, centigrade. When I was a kid, it was centigrade. Now
centigrade.
Celsius. Yep. So I'll be like to my parents, hey, it's fucking 102 degrees today. And they're like, oh my God, 100 degrees is boiling. Are you guys alive? And I'm like, no, Fahrenheit.
I messed up.
Oops.
But, yeah. True Grit, another remake.
Actually, that wasn't a bad remake, but I don't know if it was better than the original. It was, once again, almost shot for shot, but very good. I like both versions. How do you not like Rooster Cogburn, no matter who's playing it? You got to really fuck that one up.
No, Dave, you'll know about this one way more than me. How about the 1956 remake of the 10 Commandments from the 1923 10 Commandments movie?
You mean the one with Charlton Heston was in? Right.
Yeah. Wait, I got one for you, Paul. Even though it's not your British wheelhouse. Wizard of Oz, the one we all love, Judy Garland. That was the 3rd version.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing in my crazy collectible of odd fucking things, I have the Wizard of Oz where you see the midget hang himself in the background.
Really? That's a real thing. That wasn't a story.
No, there is footage of it. Yeah.
Wow.
There is footage of him hanging off. I mean, it's only that
big.
big.
Legend too, so I don't know.
No, there's footage. There's literally footage.
I don't believe it.
All right, well, whatever. You don't believe fucking. There's a lot of shit.
Do you remember the Chevy?
The wheel is a real thing. So I mean, come on.
What you saying, Dan?
What's that?
Do you remember the Chevy Chase movie Under the Rainbow about the Wizard of Oz?
Yes, great movie.
That's so underrated. That's an underrated classic.
What is it called?
Under the Rainbow.
I just watched.
It was called Under the Rainbow
on CNN. I didn't see that on there.
It was called Under the Rainbow. Came out probably early. I want to say 83, 84.
Yeah, that's 83. Yeah.
And it was a comedy. It was like a comedy, but he plays a detective, and it was on the set of the Wizard of Oz. So you had Billy Barty. He started everything back then, and they had the dwarfs, like the Munchkins, and it's a great classic movie. Yeah, I don't ever see it on TV ever.
No, I have not seen that one since the 80s.
Yep.
Since it was on HBO reruns.
I can't think of any reason from what you described of why they wouldn't play that on TV now.
Nah. Me neither.
Well, no, because they don't play anything from the 80s for the most part anymore. Unless you're watching Breakfast Club on a Saturday afternoon.
I mean, you watch TNT and TBS? I mean, come on. That's all they fucking do.
But it's majorly edited, too.
Yeah. Did you watch the Chevy doc on CNN?
Yes. You know what? I have not seen it yet.
You should watch it. He's a fucking prick, but he's very funny.
I've seen the highlights of it so far, but I want to watch the whole thing. Yeah, I've seen
very angry. CNN showed it at 7 p.m. and 10 seconds in, Chevy Chase says fuck, and I'm just sitting there going, I wonder if CNN watched this before they fucking put it on at 7 p.m.
Yeah, did anybody edit this? Like anybody take a look at this before we aired it?
But I mean, every time the interviewer asked him if he was a prick, he's like, "You're a fucking shitty interviewer."
Yeah.
Chevy.
The fact that only 2 people or 3 people from the whole of the TV show community wanted anything to do with the fucking. But you know what? They were honest. They did talk about how Chevy said the N-word to that black lady on the show. And the whole thing blew up. So I mean, I don't know if he got final say on that thing. I'm gonna put money on no.
I don't think so.
He's got so much money, he just doesn't care. Fuck it. Tell the truth.
I was about to say, I don't think he cares. That's the thing.
Yeah,
he's dying. He wanted this.
Right.
Yeah, if you watch the doc, they talk about how he's not long for the earth.
I didn't really.
Oh wow!
I didn't catch that.
I did see the one highlight that I did see. He says, you shouldn't air that, or please don't air that, and he did. So I don't think he had final stroke in the what gets on and what doesn't.
No, the final stroke's going to be at the end of this year.
Yeah, exactly.
I lobbed it up there for you.
Yeah, I think the don't put on the air part was probably the second sentence of the whole show, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
He was a fucking dick, and he's like, "You're not going to air that, are you?" But, But,
yeah, and they did.
I almost want to go to that diner he goes to every day, Dave. We should drive up there and just show up.
It's kind of a hike, but I'm not saying no.
Yeah, I'm one of those guys where I'll watch something like that, and the only thing that comes out of it for me is at 9 a.m. every day he's going to be at this address.
Right. Bacon, eggs, and home fries platter, please.
Yeah.
That sounds
how badly
good.
did the guy in the florist fuck him over? Every time he wants to get a bouquet of flowers for his wife, they pull out this thing of flowers that looks like it's like maybe $80, and they hit him for $400. And of course, because he was on TV, he's like, "Yeah, that's fine." I mean, to him, $400 probably it. Does he have fuck you money still, or is he one of those guys that's kind of broke now? He's got fuck you money, right?
Probably.
I think he's got to have it.
Yeah,
he's got to have it. I don't know what his residual deals were with his movies or Community or whatever, but he's got to have some money still.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
He's not destitute. I know
he did get fucked on that the SNL 50th anniversary. They didn't give him a sketch or anything, or even they're saying he should have introduced it.
Yeah.
He made out on the dock like he wasn't that bothered about it, but he was.
No,
Oh,
you
that-
can see if you actually watch it.
He's like, I'm not bothered about it, as he's got a gun to his head. You know?
exactly.
You can see how pissed
Yeah,
he was
he's
about not
definitely
getting
bothered.
Argo that whole time.
Did you see the
Yep.
clip from
Yep.
of Donald Sutherland that surfaced again? It was from Opie and Anthony, I believe, or just Opie's show. They were talking to Donald Sutherland about Animal House. And he told a story about how they called him up and they said, we need you for one day to film on Animal House. We want to give you 2% of the profit. And he said,
Wow.
No.
he said, fuck no, you can give me my day rate.
That's a mistake.
Yeah.
I looked it up. It's made 140 million.
Ugh.
And that's probably without TV. That's probably just theater.
Yeah.
So what is that? 2.8 million,
Well, you know who,
For
you
one
know who
day's
that's
work.
put over similar to that? John Madden.
Right.
Video games.
He wanted cash up front for all the video games, and
Yep.
instead of getting a piece of it, he would have had 50% of EA Sports. His great grandkids would be rolling in it.
His family would be taken care of.
Like,
Yep.
I mean, thankfully he renegotiated in like 2005 because the least they could do is help him out at this point.
You know who got
Right.
really fucked? You know who got really fucked on residuals? Who was that guy that died recently from TV series? Guy died, is very popular, younger guy. Fuck, Grey's Anatomy guy.
Eric Dane.
No, what was the other guy that you mentioned before? The other name?
Eric
Vander
Dane.
something?
James Vanderbeek from Dawson's
him.
Creek.
Yeah, he was talking about. I think it was him that was talking about. It was one of the two. I'm sorry, but they were talking about basically how they had a shit agent, so they didn't get any residuals. So it's it's Vanderbeek. Yeah, so they didn't. I think it was Vanderbeek. They didn't have any money. The family didn't have any money from that show.
Yeah,
Right.
and which is incredible.
They didn't start making money though until like the last 2 seasons, because that's usually what happens when, especially as a new actor, you're not gonna, even though it's a starring role, you're not getting major bucks until after you've made them all their money up front, and then they're like, all right, we'll get some of this.
Well, look at
And
Seinfeld. He's getting about
none of the residuals, but by the time you pay out your agents and your publicists and all that other shit, you're fucking broke anyway.
syndication. Look at Seinfeld's syndication money. This friend syndication money is way more than what they were making for the TV show.
It's unbelievable.
I don't understand how if you find out you made a stupid decision like Donald Sutherland. I mean, obviously he's got money, so it doesn't bother him quite as much. I mean, it's sure it pissed him off. But can you imagine? You miss a payday, and then you find out that later. What
Yeah, I know. You just hope, what you do? You hope you work with somebody from the studio again, and you could say, "Hey, remember last time? How about this time you take care of me for
You owe me a little."
I think everybody's got something, not necessarily TV stuff. Like I worked on a documentary in like the 90s about how they sold videos on late night infomercials back in like the 90s. We had worked on a video about keeping kids safe on the internet, and no one had thought of it. And then it just fell apart for some reason with the guy. And I know that would have been $1 million fucking thing.
Yep.
Hindsight again, it's 2020.
Speaking of something we said earlier, unintentional callback. Do you know who it made out big time on a movie decision in their paycheck?
Who?
Jack Nicholson, 1989 Batman. Because he went out, they offered him a piece of the return to the piece of the movie. And he's like, yeah, and I think merchandising. So he made out like 90 to 100 million off of that movie.
Did you guys watch the Mel Brooks documentary?
No, I got to see that too. I'm behind.
It's funny what Dave just said about the merchandising. When Mel Brooks called up, I'm assuming the Lucasfilm, right, and said we're going to do this. We're going to do this fucking parody. The agreement they made was they didn't care if he did it, but he wasn't allowed to do any merchandising for the movie.
Right.
That's why he put that scene in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, you gotta remember, but that's why Lucas made money on the original Star Wars, because he had the merchandising rights. That's how he made all the money on that one. He lost. If you go just by what he made on the film, he didn't really make that much. The studio made a lot, but then he had all the merchandising, so he made a bigger kill than the studio did.
And then Empire, when Empire came out, that's where it just exploded after that. And then
my brother had the big Millennium Falcon and all the characters.
Yep.
Yeah, the big Darth Vader case that you put the characters in. You guys remember that shit?
Yep, I had it. Had that.
It's a funny story about people that make out from crazy deals. not a movie, but there was a guy that painted a mural at the offices of Facebook years and years ago. And they said how much for the mural. And he said, can you give me some stock? And they gave him stock, and it's millions of dollars worth of stock now that he got for painting a mural in the offices.
For painting a mural.
I'm assuming he sold it already, but
he made out better than Zuckerberg's co-founders. If you saw The Social Network,
oh yeah,
they got screwed.
Yeah,
he got screwed.
You know what's interesting is, Zuckerberg.
Have you seen what they're worth now, though?
But that's what I'm saying is,
Bitcoin before it blew up.
But you imagine Zuckerberg's worth $1 billion, and somehow his two partners, oh, you're only getting 100 million each, and everybody's like, oh, those guys got fucked, and we're sitting there going, 100 million,
100 million.
You fucking crying about that?
I wouldn't be crying, no way. But when you look at the numbers that Zuckerberg did, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Did you see there was a story? I think it was yesterday. I don't know how bullshit it is. It could be true. It might be bullshit. There's some girl out there that's worth more money than Zuckerberg and Gates and fucking Elon Musk. The story went that they fucked up a gift card at a coffee shop, and it said she had $6 trillion balance on a gift card.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know how true it is. I mean, hey, I've seen bank shit like that where they.
Oh yeah.
Up, but of course the whole joke about it was, it's a shame it's not an Amazon gift card because we could clean that thing out. How many cups of coffee do you fucking need? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You could take the whole town there, and you could take the whole town there, and it'd make not even a blip of difference on that balance.
No.
You go on Amazon with a gift card like that. I'm like, can I buy a house on Amazon? Like,
I bet you can. I bet you can.
You buy a bunch of stuff and then sell it.
You get these guys that they look on their bank accounts one day and it says they have $1 million. I don't know about you, $1 million maybe not, but $10 million. If I saw that on my bank account, I'd cash that out and you'd never see me again.
Yeah.
Yeah, $1 million, you wouldn't hear a peep out of me.
Yeah, I don't know if $1 million is worth it because you can't really do a lot with that anymore. I mean, look at us. We're talking like we're in the first world. Some kid eating a bag of rice in Africa. If you said $1 million to him, he'd be like, "Holy shit, I can buy this fucking country." But
yep.
$1 million, I mean, I don't know about if you rent or you have your own house, but the average house is $400,000 or $500,000, right? Unless you're living in Utah where it's $20 grand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can survive on $1 million.
I would still have to work, but I'd feel a lot better than not having to worry about it.
It would be a lot less stress.
$4 million at 4% is 160 grand a year in interest, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I could live on that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. A lot less stress.
I know everybody's stupid. The first year they're gonna blow that 160,000 on a fucking car or something retarded, or some trip to. Hey, you're gonna spend 300,000 going up with Katy Perry to the fucking outskirts of the fucking planet.
I'm not blowing anybody for 160,000.
No, you blowing for $6.
I would just buy a pink Cadillac. Hopefully, hopefully get the reference. There, you got the reference.
Yes. No. Why did I think of a Michael J. Fox movie when you said that? Even that one when Wesley Snipes dressed up as a girl. Wong Fu.
Oh yeah, Tu Wong Fu.
No, I don't know if it was a pink Cadillac. What was that old Tom Cruise movie with Shelley Long where they went to Tijuana? Because he was trying to buy
Tom Cruise and
back.
No clue.
Losing it. Okay. From like 82, 83.
I had that in my
yeah, that's an old one.
I had a video store.
Yeah. What kind of car was that? I thought that was a pink Cadillac. I don't know.
That might have been. I'm not 100% sure, but that's a memory right there.
Wasn't there a Clint Eastwood movie where there was a pink Cadillac?
Probably.
Was it Every Which Way But Loose? Was that it?
No, he was a truck driver in that.
Yeah.
I was truck driver. Oh, Gran Torino?
No, way older than that.
Oh.
Hold on, I'm looking.
I don't know.
Yeah, there was a Clint Eastwood movie called Pink Cadillac.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yep. Now that you see that, now I remember the picture now too. Now it came back to me.
I only know it because in the late 80s in England, before I moved to America, I had a video store. So we had all this bullshit.
Okay.
Losing it was a red Cadillac convertible. Sorry.
All right, but you still had Cadillac. Still got the Cadillac.
What's that? I don't think I've watched Losing It.
Listen,
It's been a long time.
yeah,
I didn't watch Stand By Me for the longest time.
Yeah.
I like that movie.
You know. Speaking of remakes, what movie I would love to see? I would want to see it, but yet I wouldn't because it's one of my favorite movies of all times, and it's underrated. And I don't know if they couldn't do it justice, but I still would want to see the attempt. Was Cannonball Run?
Because part 2 sucked. There's been 3 of them.
There was 3 of them.
Yep.
Yeah, there's 3 so far. But yes, I think they should redo it. They just recently broke the record on that one a couple of years ago. So the original movie was based off of the real event.
Right.
And the real event at the time in like 73 or whatever, the guy did the cross-country trip in like 35 and a half hours.
Wow.
Which is crazy, but awesome. But recently somebody drove an Audi and did it in 25.7 hours. Which is
unbelievable.
Crazy. Yeah.
That's unbelievable. I just think see, back then it was such a concept to get all those stars in one. They all just, they all just didn't, they probably signed for the minimum, which they had to do to get them all in there. And I don't know if you would be able to do that today. Like you get some celebrities that would do it, but to have that much star power back then, if you look at the people in that movie, I don't know if you'd be able to pull that off today.
You know what you'd end up with? Remember that movie Rat Race?
Yeah.
That's the closest thing.
Yeah, but think about it, Dan. Think about it. They have made the attempts to do something like that, but the quality of the movie isn't as good now when they attempt it. That's the thing.
Right.
What was wrong with part 2? I thought it was part 3. I remember part 1 and 2 were not R-rated, but part 3 was. They put a bunch of tits in the third one. I remember that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Part 2 was good, but the first one was just. I mean, you're not going to get better than the first one.
No,
it's classic. Wasn't
everybody was hammered on set.
Yeah.
Like there was a point Dom DeLuise was just being such a dick to what's his name that like he actually almost punched him in the face.
Really?
And then Burt Reynolds, then all of a sudden he realized he broke out. He was like, "You're just being an asshole. Stop it! I can't do this anymore right now." And had to, he actually walked away for like 7 hours. I like watching the behind the scenes of all.
I'm a big fan of that too.
Yeah,
I got to go down that rabbit hole because anything Cannonball Run comes up, I'm glued because there's not a lot of it.
What about Smokey and the Bandit? Are you in with
Love
them
it?
Too?
Love it. Anything Burt Reynolds, I'm in.
I like Heat. Remember Heat?
Yep.
Wasn't Burt Reynolds the one? Was it Burt Reynolds the one he said he had all this shit about the movie producers and stuff, but it wasn't going to be released until he died. There's going to be a book published when he died. Was that Burt? I mean, that was Burt.
Was that him? I remember that story. I don't know if that was him or that might have been. I remember hearing that.
Yeah. Is he? Well,
he's been gone for a while, so I don't know if it was him. It's time to release it.
I thought it was him.
Yeah, I remember that story.
Yeah. He probably got paid. They probably said, "Fuck it."
Oh yeah.
What about Hooper? Was the Hooper him?
Hooper. That was based on a true story too.
It was a stuntman, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was loosely based on his own personal stuntman and body double.
Yep. Sharky's Machine was, some classics. Fraternity. I don't know if you ever saw that with Beverly D'Angelo.
Yeah.
That's kind of like
I think so.
Comedy. Yeah.
I see White Lightning here. I'm trying to remember if I saw
White Lightning was good.
Yeah. White Lightning was good.
They don't make movies like any of that shit anymore. And I'm not talking about like the content of the material. Just they don't make movies that are like fun like that.
No, they don't.
Nobody wants to lose money.
Do you know what movie I watched that I'd never seen? I watched it maybe 6 months ago. I don't know why. I just was going a rabbit hole, and I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen that. Play Misty for me.
Mm-hmm.
I
haven't seen that in a long time.
That's Clint Eastwood, right?
That's Clint Eastwood. Yep. Yeah, I never. What is that, like 70 something?
I haven't seen it since then. But yes.
Somehow
that's a classic.
Like I was talking the other day about someone. When I was a kid, when a movie was out of the movie theater, the only way to see it was when it hit TV 5 years later.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was some shit ass edited version.
Yep.
But of course, you didn't know that.
That was like the Wizard of Oz. Every year the Wizard of Oz came out, we waited when we were kids to watch that. It came out every year, like in the spring or something. Now you can watch it, on demand or whatever. It's so, doesn't have the same luster as it used to, you know.
No, but whenever it's on, I'm compelled to watch it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's Pavlovian at that point. It's like, all right, oh, there we go. There's the wait. Let's go.
People don't understand the waiting for 2-3 years to see Crocodile Dundee on TV.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. Top Gun. Remember waiting around for fucking Top Gun?
Yep. Yep. And they would advertise it like, you know, coming next month. You know,
Christmas.
The television premiere. Yep.
HBO over here, but we didn't have
network premiere.
Yep.
So we got Christmas was where we got all those movies in it.
Yeah.
Or in the summer, because the 2 times that people were, you know, they didn't want to interrupt their own programming for that.
Right.
So people were off at that time.
Yep.
You know, once again, Paul goes back to the money making.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what happened is, as soon as home video came out, home video was basically started for the porn industry. They were the first people that got involved with VHS and Betamax. That's why VHS beat Betamax, because Betamax didn't want to be involved in the porn so much.
Right.
And the quality of Betamax was better. The resolution of Betamax was better than VHS.
Mm-hmm.
VHS got in bed with the porn people, and then boom. And then bootlegs of movies started coming out. Remember when they used to have long windows, even for movies on VHS, and then good copy, you know, movies came out bootlegs, and they're like, oh shit, now, you know, now especially, you know, the quality of bootlegs you get on the internet now, the second it's out, there's a pretty decent copy out pretty quick, even early sometimes. You got to compete with that, you know?
Yep.
And you have bootleg IPTV now, so they've got to come up with reasons for you not to bootleg it.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, the quality, like the biggest thing that's causing.
Or, you know what they have to do, Paul? They have to find a way to make the bootleg work for them.
They actually, there was a couple of movies.
Like the music industry had to figure out how to get streaming to be on their side.
As soon as they saw Napster, the idiots, when they shut down Napster, they didn't, what they should have done, and they realized it now, is they needed to put something up like Napster that people could pay for. But they didn't do it. They just fucking shut it down. Here's a great example. So they've actually put a couple of movies on Pirate Bay. The company themselves put it up there to get people talking about it. There was that. And then there's this case going on now where this porn company put porn videos on Pirate Bay and then sued everybody that fucking torrented them, but they put them on themselves. And then everybody that shared them, they sued. So it's like a fucking, they went on a fishing trip, and it's this company that did it. I wish I could remember the fucking name. This company that did it is they've had more lawsuit. No, it's a company that owns one of them. It's connected to one of the big ones. Brazzers, I think, Pornhub is one of the companies they own too. But they filed more copyright lawsuits on fucking BitTorrent than any other company. And it turned out they were putting the movies on BitTorrent and then going after the people that would download it. But then, because when you download BitTorrent, you're sharing parts of it, and then when you finish downloading it, you're sharing the whole movie. So I mean, is that entrapment? You know, yeah. But if you get a lawsuit in the mail and it says we'll settle for $1,500, you know how many people pay that because they're like, it's going to cost me more to get a fucking lawyer.
Without a doubt.
This company were it's still going on now. You can Google that. That porn companies post their own shit online. It got to the point where they were actually making clips that were only on Pirate Bay.
Wow.
It wasn't even on their site.
because they were losing money. Like, you know, they were like, what else could they do? You know,
now they're making more money threatening people,
than
they were making probably on their shit. You know?
Yep.
But you know,
unbelievable.
And talking to remakes, they need to remake every Tracy Lords movie. I'm just throwing that out there.
Not now; she's too old.
They didn't say that then.
No, they said it back then too.
Yeah.
All right. So wait. Speaking of, in the same vein, what TV finale would you remake?
What TV show ends and literally left 15 open ends to shit? You know, like you watch a TV series and they're like, okay, there's 20 things they need to clear up. And you're half an hour into the 45-minute episode and they haven't cleaned any of it up. And you're like, they're not going to fucking tell us. They're not going to fucking tell us what this is happening. And you're just like,
trying to think because I know you mentioned it earlier. I'm a huge Seinfeld fan, and I love that finale. I thought they wrapped it up perfectly. I know people didn't like it. I love Seinfeld.
John Cornette was fucking great in that.
Yep. So, he was underrated in that for sure.
Yeah.
No, he was overweighted.
I think Cheers.
I know.
Cheers, I think ended pretty good. Just trying to think of all the shows I watched from beginning to the end.
I mean, because The Sopranos got huge again during the pandemic, but I guarantee how many people that watched Sopranos for the first time during the pandemic already knew the end.
Yeah. Actually, are you talking about like Dave? When you said that, like ones that you're disappointed in, or one that you think it, like you said, left a lot of opening where they just didn't tie up the loose end?
Either one. Because speaking of Seinfeld, like because of the way they did it, I was just watching somewhere. They were like, "Oh, this is basically, they just all died in that plane crash. This is their purgatory," and that's how it led to that. That was like their heavenly judgment or whatever they call it.
I haven't watched it. It was on my list for the longest time, but everyone I talk to tells me it's a waste of time because of the end. Did you guys watch Lost? I heard that had a horrible ending.
I did not watch any of it.
The first season I was in, and then I tapped out, so I didn't see the rest of it. No,
I'm looking at top 18 shows that fucked up their endings. Okay, How I Met Your Mother. Never saw it. And you guys
I did. I love that show. The ending, they rushed it. And if they would have did another season, I think it would have been better. But they tried to rush everything into that last season. That it was terrible.
Well,
and,
the Americans
that was a terrible ending. Like I think they could have did a better job if they would have just told the fucking story.
Yeah.
Instead of just trying to cram everything in, if they would have just told the story, it would have been a lot better.
Well, have you guys watched The Mayor of Kingstown on Paramount Plus? Fucking great show.
I heard. I gotta watch that.
I have not seen it yet.
It's been written for 7 series, right? The whole arc of it is 7 series. They've done 4. They were doing 10 or plus episodes a series. Paramount Plus said, "Fuck you. You're going to finish it season 5, and you're only getting 8 episodes." So they're going to crown the living shit.
Yeah.
Because they knew where that's going to go.
I already don't want to watch it now.
Mayor of Kingstown is it's a Taylor Sheridan show. That Landman and fucking
Landman looks really good. I haven't watched.
Landman's fucking.
We just started watching Landman like 3 days ago. We're on episode 5.
Liners in that show. He's just fucking amazing.
In my opinion,
show. Oh, Tulsa King is him.
What's that?
Tulsa King is Taylor Sheridan as well.
Yeah. In my opinion, Landman's not as good as Yellowstone, but it's still good.
That was what I was going to ask about. My brother-in-law, who's a fucking country fucking psycho, he keeps telling me to watch Yellowstone, and then what is the prequels? The 19 whatever. There's 2 prequels to it set in the 50s or something. I don't fucking know. Yeah,
there's a couple. I didn't see all the other ones. I saw the original with Costner, and great show, great writing. When you start watching Yellowstone, you'll see What's that?
First 3 seasons of Yellowstone, I loved.
Yeah, well then I don't want to say anything, but
they will die at the end, Dave. Sorry.
No, it's not that. It's just I don't think the storytelling and the writing was as good after that.
But
not to mention most cable shows, you wait that year and a half, you lose interest.
Well, without giving it away.
The Sopranos?
Hold on, Paul. What are you saying?
I'll say without giving it away, I loved Casey's character arc in that show was, in my opinion, the best.
Okay.
I mean, but I agree with you though. In that last, what was it? 5 seasons altogether, I think.
I think so, yeah.
And then 2 prequels and a movie.
Yeah, it tapered off at the end. But Landman, you'll see the inspiration of Landman if you watch Yellowstone for sure.
Landman is fucking great, and the finale of this season was movie length. They extended it. It wasn't the same length. It was much longer.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very good, and I think they renewed it.
I'll tell you one. I just thought of one series finale that I was really disappointed. It's one of my favorite dramas besides Sopranos and a couple other ones was Dexter.
Okay, that I've
never watched Dexter. Dave had it on a couple of times in his house. Dave had Dexter on. I saw a little bit. I still haven't been after seeing that guy that stars in Dexter getting railed in 6 Feet Under. I was like, yeah, this is not for me. What's the other one you watched, Dave? Dave, what's the one where the devil is on Earth, the TV show?
Oh, Lucifer.
He keeps watching Lucifer and Dexter. I haven't watched. Should I watch those two shows?
I have not seen Lucifer. What was the other one?
I did not watch it at first, but I started
mentioned.
getting into Lucifer, obviously in 2020, and I'm just sitting there, I'm like, show's not actually bad. Then I got pissed off because it was, I was just catching up on everything. And they're like, oh, yeah, by the way, we're taking it off the air. I'm like, you motherfuckers, we're supposed to have a season 5, and then Netflix picked it up. Except by the time they took it and filmed it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't even care now. You waited another year and a half, and I don't fucking care anymore.
Isn't there two follow-up seasons of a different show now, like spin-offs? There's 2 spin-offs of Dexter.
Yeah, there's actually
now.
there was Dexter New Blood, Dexter Resurrection, and something else. So the first 3 seasons of Dexter are the best, actually, and then season 4 is some of the best TV of all time. It's got John Lithgow in it, and that whole season is just peak TV. So if you're ever going to watch Dexter after season 4, there's I think 8 seasons or 7. It's still good, but each season gradually declines after that.
Yeah.
It peaks at 4 for sure.
Talking of shitty sequels, did you guys watch any of the 7 sequels to Revenge of the Nerds?
The part 2 and part 3, yes.
I think it went up to 6 or 7 parts, dude. They're all straight to video. They're fucking horrible. Going back to TV shows.
The first 2, okay. After that, I was like, nah, you're just trying to redo the same thing. It's not good. I'm not even really trying.
I watched number 2 and number 4 at the movie theater when I really wish I'd seen number 1 and number 3. Okay, shitty.
Paul,
shitty.
What you're saying is you wrong-hold the movie.
Yeah. All right, next one on shitty endings. Saint Elsewhere. Imagine watching 6 seasons of a TV show and finding out it wasn't even real. Well, I don't know what that means.
So I never watched the show, but I know what they're talking about. So the finale, it closes out where they zoom out, and it's a little autistic kid is dreaming what happened inside the snow globe where the little hospital.
Oh my God, it's real?
Yeah.
I think it's hysterical, but I never watched the show, so I don't care.
Wasn't there a movie like Total Recall where the whole thing ended up in a snow globe? What the fuck was that?
No, that wasn't a snow globe, but I know what you're saying. There's a lot of speculation on what's really happening at the end of Total Recall.
Yeah,
I still don't get Total Recall.
Oh no, Men in Black. Don't you remember in Men in Black? He had the whole of Earth in a sphere he was walking around with.
Men in Black 2, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
There was a galaxy inside the necklace.
Yeah, Total Recall. I still don't understand that movie. I've seen it so many times. I'm still lost when I watch it.
But I love it.
I like it.
It's great.
The new one? Dave, do you like the new one?
It wasn't bad. It wasn't great.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
I think that if they had said
they brought in the 3T woman, I'm happy.
They shouldn't have called that Total Recall. How many sequels that aren't that good? If they weren't called a sequel to something, if they were just a separate movie, you'd be like, that was actually a good movie. But because they tag it into a great movie.
It puts that stigma on it, like that pressure, like, okay, it's got to be this, and it's not.
Yeah.
You know what I did like? I watched quite recently the new Running Man because it's different.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I should.
The new Running Man, dude, they modernize it so much. These people are running around and they're trying to kill them, just like in the first one. But they're getting people to take post TikTok videos when they see the people running around.
That's wow. Cool.
I like because they're in like the real world. They're not in remember I think in the Running Man, they're in like a desolate area that nobody else was in there and they were just shooting each other. Yeah, and they're in the real world. They give them money and they're like, the guy flies to fucking Japan and then the other guy goes to Thailand and these people are chasing her. It wasn't actually that bad. I actually kind of liked it.
That's not bad. If you're going to modernize it, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're going to remake a movie like that, I get that part of it, though. But, how many classic movies could you do that with?
Not many.
Casablanca.
Yeah.
Well, how about if you remake a movie, but then the whole movie is different? Can you still call it a remake of the same movie?
Yeah. There was a movie recently that I watched, something like that. It was like a remake, but it was the Don't even wait for me to think of it because it's going to hit me like 5 minutes from now. So
there was something I watched. There was something I watched too where I watched it and I'm just sitting there going, "What the hell has this even got to do with the title? What the fuck is going on?"
Wait, I just thought of one where it's been remade more than once. Actually, 2 movies now that I think of it, where it's been remade more than once, and each time was at least as good. The one that they just did with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga.
Oh, Star is Born.
Star is Born. That was the 4th version of that one.
Yep. You're right.
The version was good. Like now at this point, the first one kind of sucks comparatively.
Yep. Yeah, like the one with Streisand and Chris Christopherson was great, and then this one was even better than that.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit.
That's a good pull.
The other one that I originally was thinking of. So
I didn't even know they'd remade this. Flatliners. They remade it in 2017. It has a 4%.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
4% rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yep.
I'm looking at this list of the lowest rating.
Hold on. I just realized the other one I was thinking of, Heaven Can Wait. It was originally called Here Comes Mr. Jordan in like the late 40s, early 50s. And then they redid it several times, and then you had the Warren Beatty version in the 70s.
And then they redid it with Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Which was not.
No, that one wasn't good. But it wasn't the worst thing in the world. But the Warren Beatty one was the worst. The Warren Beatty one was good. The
Warren Beatty one's a classic.
Yeah. The Don Amici one was good.
Yeah, I like that one too.
I didn't know they remade Jacob's Ladder.
I did not know.
No, me neither.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. This got 4% as well. Oh, the taxi movie is on 9%. But come on.
I don't know. There's 4 versions of Taxi, so I can't even think about that.
They remade Firestarter in 2022, 10%.
Yeah, with what's her name, Chloe Grace Moretz.
They remade Get Carter. That was the old British movie, right? Get Carter.
Yes, that was Michael Caine was in the original, and then John Travolta in the new one.
And then Mel Gibson.
Stallone was in Get Carter, the remake.
Oh, it's Get Carter. Yeah, that's right. Gibson was in something similar like that, but it wasn't Get Carter.
Point Break. Remember, I did see that.
Yes.
That was not as good.
No, you're not going to beat the original.
And Nightmare on Elm Street, they keep remaking that. What's going on?
Yeah.
Well, they're trying to reboot that.
Oh, Red Dawn, they remade.
Yes. I thought of another one I liked a lot. Wasn't as great as the original, but held up. Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Yes.
It was good.
Yes.
It was not terrible.
I enjoyed it. And the second one he did was good, I thought, because he delved more into Michael as a kid, how he became, which the first one didn't do. So that I liked.
That's a rabbit hole you can go down online because there was some deleted scenes from that changed a bunch of it, and it got lost like a fire. So everybody's searching the entire planet to find these deleted scenes. If you that's a rabbit hole of all the people, of all the theories of where this video is and who has it, and oh my god, it's just fucking
really.
Yeah, that's and that and the House of a Thousand Corpses as well. There's a whole thing with both of those.
That one, the remakes are better than the original. The original one from like the 40s is terrible. The House of a Thousand Corpses.
By the way, since you're talking about Rob Zombie and you brought up House of a Thousand Corpses, I'll give my the trolls out there a little pump. They're like, hey, Captain Spaulding. That's I get that a lot.
Nice.
They're like, you look just like Captain Spaulding. I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. Like, we're both bald, old, and gray. So what are you gonna do?
Do you think Rob Zombie gets pissed off that clips of his movie have less fucking views than a fucking TikTok of you with some idiot saying you look like that? That's the worst part. That shit happens, right? You got 1 million views on this dickhead looks like fucking the guy from the movie.
No, my favorite thing on TikTok is you have all these people lip syncing on TikTok, and meanwhile Milli Vanilli gets their Grammy taken away. Like that's fucking Actually, in one they just had a documentary. I think it was on Paramount. I don't remember which one it was on, but it was just the guy Fab that survived because the other guy's dead. That makes sense.
They talked about that. They're like, all these fucking people these rappers are fucking, and auto-tune is another one.
Right.
I'd rather see someone mime than auto-tune. I just saw the fucking whatever he wants to, Kanye West thing with his daughter in Mexico. His daughter, even with auto-tune, I can sing better. And I cannot sing in any way, shape, or form. It was fucking brutal. Yeah,
I one time on Twitter years ago when the Grammys were on, I said, "So when are they going to thank their collaborator, Autotune? Because everything nowadays." Real quick before I forget, Milli Vanilli, I always had an issue with that because, all right, granted, the guys were not, but two guys still recorded those songs, and those songs were still bangers. So, you never hear from the guys that actually sung the songs, the original guys, just because the two models didn't do it. Those songs were still hits, and you never hear from them ever.
No, the guy Fab that was, the guy that's alive.
Mm-hmm.
He's a festival singing them songs. You can look it up on YouTube, bro.
Yeah, but he's talking about the actual artists that originally.
I'm talking about the guys that actually did it, the ones that they lip synced.
The guy just died. It's in that documentary. It's a white guy from like Sweden.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The first guy that did the rap on the first song, it's a black dude. I think he was from America. I think he was American. He went online and posted that he was in the group, and they booted him out of the group. And that was like the first. Somehow everybody missed that leak.
Okay.
But if you watch the documentary on I think it's Paramount Plus, I think it's called Fab is Fab is the guy that's alive,
right?
But they actually interviewed the guy. There's a whole interviews with all the people. The guy died. But do you remember they put out the album? And this is so fucking funny. After they got caught out, they put out another album called The Real Milli Vanilli.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have it on cassette.
Yeah. But do you know something about that? The black dude that's on the cover doesn't sing either.
Are you really?
They put a fake guy on the cover of the Real Milli Vanilli, and he wasn't the singer either. You've got to watch this doc. I think it's on Paramount Plus.
They don't learn.
Dude, the guy doubled down. He's like, I'm gonna make my fucking money. And the worst, here's another part. It was kind of like the Spice Girls and a couple of other boy bands that came out of England. They were on salary. All those guys were on salary. They were getting, like $5,000 a week. Meanwhile, the producer's getting $1 million a fucking hour.
That's unbelievable. Yeah. And that was a huge scandal back then. I mean, I remember it.
Yeah, and now there's 400 fucking people in the top 1,000 fucking doing it.
Yep.
It's fucking stupid. And that guy fucking died.
Yep.
Yeah, it's on Paramount Plus.
Okay.
Milli Vanilli, what happened to the scandalous pop duo or something.
Okay. I got so much stuff to watch now from you guys, so I appreciate it. I got rabbit holes to go down.
All right, let's go back to fucking shitty fucking remakes. Hellboy was remade in 2019.
Oh, wow.
Talk about worst sequels. How about the fucking sequel to The Exorcist? Jesus.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Which one?
Well, The Heretic was the first one, but then they made that. What was it? Was it Exorcist 2000 or something? I don't remember.
Yeah, something like. Or I got even a worse one for you. How about the sequel to Blair Witch?
Yes.
Great movie.
Do you remember before the internet or the beginning of the internet where everybody for the longest time thought that was real?
That was the bet. Like, I love that movie, and I always said, like, people weren't happy with it the way it ended, and people said it wasn't scary. I disagree, because it allowed, like, when you read a book, you create the evil character in your own head. Watching that movie, that's what I did. When everybody's been out camping, you hear a noise, you think the worst, and that movie played on that. And I loved how they did that. I love that movie. That was a perfect movie, in my opinion.
Was it Miramax bought that movie for like $100,000, I think, or something stupid?
Yep.
And it made like 40 million. But dude, how clever is the marketing dudes? They made a real website up, like it was a crime reenactment website where you could look up the facts about the case, and there's all the fucking crime scene photos.
And that's what made it. The hype behind it is what made it.
Genius.
That's what
yep. And they purposely didn't have any of the actors do any promotion for it, because obviously you didn't want to see them out there.
Right.
It was perfect. Like, they should do a documentary on that movie. I'm sure there's probably one out there on how they made that movie.
That reminds me of Cannibal Apocalypse? Oh, Cannibal Holocaust. Remember that fucking movie from so Cannibal Holocaust. The whole concept of a lot of those cannibal movies was somebody found the camera in the middle of nowhere, and it had the video of the film crew getting killed and eaten by the cannibal.
Right. Yep.
Right. So in Sweden, they thought, I think it was Sweden, I'm sure it's Sweden, they thought it was so real that the director got arrested. They had to wheel out the actors to show they were still alive.
Wow.
In the courtroom.
That's crazy.
These are the rabbit holes I go down because I had all these videos in England. All these videos were banned. I had them in the store, and people were getting arrested for having they called the video nasties. There was 39 of them that people went to jail for, and that was because the hype of it was real. It was a fucking snuff movie, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's did you ever see Tropic Thunder?
Yes.
Cool. So a bunch of the film crew made their own documentary about it and made a separate little movie about what was going on in that movie. Which
really?
Oh yeah, I was like, "Are you kidding?" Which is awesome. And I forget the name of it. I can tell you right now.
And how funny is it? The blackface is not the thing that people got pissed off about that movie.
Yeah.
No, it was the whole going full retard.
Yeah.
That was it. Yep.
Yeah. What about the remake of the Pink Panther with Steve Martin?
Love Steve Martin, but did not like that movie.
That was a terrible remake.
They made a remake of Fame. I didn't even know that.
Of what?
Yeah, they did.
Fame. I enjoyed those again. Early 80s.
There was one that they were supposed to do that I was looking forward to, but then they canceled it because one of the stars from the original passed, and they didn't want to do that right as he died. What do you call it? What was it? The Last Dragon.
Oh yeah,
that would have been a good one. Show Enough died in pre-production of that, and they're like, "Oh," and I was looking forward because they were going to have Busta Rhymes be Show Enough, which I thought.
Oh, that would. Great cast. Great cast right there.
That alone right there, perfect.
Was the Last Dragon the one that made DeBarge?
Yeah.
Yes, Barry Gordy. Yep, Barry Gordy directed it.
Yeah, remember they put like 3/4 of the Rhythm of the Night video in it?
Yeah.
Because it was made by MCA. The movie, was Universal, was owned by MCA, I think it was, and they said we'll give you the budget, but we want you to put this in it.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned Fame, Irene Cara. How about DC Cab? That's a classic.
That is an awesome movie.
Have I seen that?
You got to see DC Cab, man. It's so good.
I got 2 movies on my list. I got
Mr.
Under the
Dean,
Rainbow.
Paul Rodriguez.
Yep. Who else you got in there? You got Gary Busey in there.
Yeah,
you got I forget his name. He was on I think Barney Miller. I forget his name. Like you'll see the faces, and it's all faces from the 80s, obviously, but there's a lot of familiar faces in there.
Remake too.
What about the remake of Arthur?
That was
with fucking Russell Brand.
I wanted to hate that, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, Arthur was just a perfect movie, and it's like nobody else could play him except Dudley Moore, in my opinion. So
I agree. Dude, I watched it and I wasn't horrified. So I'm like, okay, you didn't totally destroy it.
Didn't they take the drinking out of the remake?
I think they did. Yes, I saw it so long ago, but I think they did. They tried to make him more, more like what's the word I'm looking for? More appealing, because the original. I mean, even though Arthur was appealing, he was, with the drinking though, it kind of.
Yeah, he's a drunken midget.
Yeah.
There's nothing more appealing than replacing, Dudley Moore with a fucking guy that's going to jail as much as fucking Epstein.
Yeah. I just as soon as I saw that they were remaking Arthur, I didn't like it. Then I saw who they were casting. I liked it even less. So yeah, I was out as soon as I saw that.
If you go on the Daily Motion, there's a Channel 4 documentary on Russell Brand, going back to like when he first started on TV with he's so fucked.
Mm-hmm.
A great documentary. I think it was Channel 4 in England, but you can find it a bootleg copy.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up. I got so much stuff to watch.
If you don't like him now, you'll fucking hate him then. What about the remake of Annie? Ugh.
Which one?
How many remakes have there been?
I mean, it was a stage show. They made the one movie.
The movie. The remake of the movie.
They had 2014. My son was in the opening credits. Let me see. Well, you know what happened with that movie? You know why they did that?
Because they wanted to put a black Annie on TV. That's what happened.
No. It was kind of a payback favor, because when she won the Oscar for the movie the year before, they did not follow proper procedure with her filming schedule. Like they broke out
a number of hours
to make up for it. They gave her a big payday in a starring role, and then you never heard from her again.
Yeah.
Which
is that Quinn? Is that Quinn Zala?
Never hear from me again. I'm okay with that.
Right.
with that. Just throwing it out there.
They made a remake of Poltergeist. Ugh.
Did they?
Not 2015.
Ugh. Glad I
Sam
missed it.
Rockwell. Sam Rockwell.
See, I like him, but yeah.
I don't know any of these other names.
Yeah, I do not.
Yeah, I don't know. All right.
Yeah, I'm good with the original.
Well, they can't bring back the actress, can they?
No.
Why not?
We got to dig her up.
AI.
Yeah.
AI.
Weren't we talking against that just now?
I'm just saying, but they could do it.
Yeah, they
It's
could.
like,
They'd have to bring.
Like 10 years ago, they did that Coke commercial with Audrey Hepburn. And it was pissed off.
Yeah.
Like, what? How are you doing that? Like, they created a way to do it. It's fucked up, but they do it.
Yeah, they do.
Hey, if they can make the Brandon Lee movie after he died and manage to piece that together without fucking AI.
Yep. That was what,
Exactly.
94, 95?
Yeah. So imagine what they could do now.
Yeah.
Takes the fun out of it.
That just makes it
It
scary.
does.
And fucking OpenAI got in trouble with Disney because you could type in prompts into OpenAI and it would make a video with a character looking exactly like a Disney character. So one of them, I don't know if it was OpenAI, but one of them cut a deal with Disney. So now you can actually make a Bugs Bunny, or sorry, not Bugs Bunny, a fucking Brer Rabbit or whatever the fuck. They've got to. Don't miss the boat like Napster. You got to. Don't be such a fucking uptight prick. Just fucking cut the deal. Make sure everybody gets their money.
Right, exactly. Why would you want to miss out on that?
Do you remember when AI was a thing that like no one had? It wasn't public, and those bootleg videos of Tom Cruise fucking came out. There was a fake Instagram that had Tom Cruise fucking falling into bushes or something.
That was
That wasn't fake.
That was real. That was a real guy.
Yeah. No, it was a real guy, but they changed the face, right?
Right. But I'm saying, no, it's the real Tom. He really did that.
That's not, I don't know about that. That's the one clip that your AI, Dave, is going to cut out from this. And Dan's going to get all the fucking press from saying that was the real Tom. I hope it does what it does. Dude, Dan, this software we're using to do the podcast, it has this thing now where it'll pick free clips using AI where it thinks it's interesting. Every clip of Dave talking, it's got me on the screen. No, Dave. So it's Dave's voice and me doing this.
You're his Milli Vanilli.
Yeah, exactly. I'm his auto-tune.
I have my hand up his ass. So, it's my voice that you hear talking, but you only see this fucking guy.
Put your hand up my ass, I'll sound like Michael Jackson.
You can? Oh man,
who do you think is still alive? Elvis, Michael Jackson? Who else?
I don't think any of them are.
No, you don't think? You don't think at least one of them ran for the hills?
If I had to pick one, like this is a fun game to play. If I had to pick one, the most believable would probably be Michael, because there's that one clip of him, or you see like it's in a garage where the ambulance comes and it looks like he's walking out of the ambulance.
Yeah.
After he supposedly passed away, so he would be the one, I think. But everybody else, Jim Morrison, all the other ones that people claim were Tupac, they're not with us anymore.
If Michael Jackson was on,
hold on, I got one that's just the opposite of that.
What's that?
I think McCartney actually died.
Oh, Paul
Is that?
McCartney, yeah. Paul McCartney.
Paul
He's
McCartney,
a body double.
That it's a body double since '66.
Nah, I mean, I don't know if you can see. I'm a huge Beatles fan, and not that makes me an authority, but I don't think so.
How much money would you have to pay your staff on like an island? Not Epstein. Let's be clear. There's an island available now. But if you were Michael Jackson and you'd have to be on an island somewhere and have like 3 people working there, and that's it, and pay them all millions and millions of dollars. Because how much would TMZ pay an employee to out Michael Jackson for hiding in the middle of the Caribbean somewhere?
Well, think about it though. Maybe he's just living with family. That's how he's able to get away with it.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a price.
Janet's gonna rat him out? No. LaToya would. Janet wouldn't.
What about
Latoya would rat him out for for a 10-minute clip on TMZ.
That's what that's what I'm saying is how could you possibly hide? Maybe if you had plastic surgery and then just bought the island after that.
Whoa. Michael Jackson would never have plastic surgery.
Yeah, maybe they made him a black guy again. Maybe he's gone back to being a black guy. But no, I'm saying if you had but then again, the plastic surgeon, how much did you pay the plastic surgeon not to go drunk at some party one day? Hey, you're never going to believe what I did in 1985.
Right.
Yeah. I would say you would probably have to pay somebody like, I don't know, probably at least 50 million just to get there, because if he is alive, that's the best kept secret. He's been gone for what, 15 years?
If they were alive, dude, everyone's got a phone. Everyone's got a phone. If we went to a cafe in the middle of Panama randomly, some jackass would get a fucking video of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
You could have got away with that in the 70s when no one had nothing.
Yeah.
All right, wait. So if you had a time machine, would you go back in time to try and tell Farrah Fawcett, "Don't die today"?
No,
absolutely.
I tell myself to buy Bitcoin. I say buy Bitcoin and fucking Amazon. Fuck that. I have a question like that. I ask a lot of people. If you had a time machine, you can do one of these things: warn people about 9/11, or give yourself the stock tip. Which one would you do? And don't say 9/11 because you're a fucking liar. It's got to be right. It sounds like a real scummy. Imagine that really happened, and we find out that one dude could have stopped 9/11, but he decided to fucking buy Amazon stock instead.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said I'm sorry already.
Yeah. He'd be living on an island away from people.
Exactly.
Listen, all I know is I got the stock tip on what to buy, but I didn't know I was supposed to sell it much later than that. I would have some more money right now.
You know how you could twist it?
Or those people would be alive.
Here's how you twist it. You tell yourself, don't put your gold in the basement of the fucking World Trade Center. Find a way to do both.
Mine's in the basement of World Trade Center number 5, though, so I'm good.
Yeah. Oh my god. I mean,
there's 1, 2, and 7 that are gone.
How much would the world hate you if they found out you were the guy that could have stopped 9/11, but you decided to make $100 million instead?
You wouldn't be able to leave your house.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nobody says anything to the guy that made money off of it. Silverstein, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Son, I think I'm randomly going to put insurance on these buildings for a couple $2 billion this week.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just watched a new show.
Wait, what if that's the thing? He was able to go back, and that was his stock tip, is to put the money into that, and that's why he did it.
Yeah. There's a new TV show on Amazon Prime called Steal. It's a British show, and it's basically these people steal £4 billion out of a pension fund. And the twists and tells in it, it's like all the money was invested, but 2 days earlier, somebody made the decision to put the money in the cash account.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like all these little things that you piece together to you're like, the money hasn't been in the cash account in 4 years, but it happened to be that day when they showed up with weapons. And I'm not spoiling the whole thing. That's just one thing. But again, there's got to be something like that 9/11 where someone could have done something we don't know about. Imagine some like really fucked up shit. Like imagine you're the guy that didn't buy Hitler's paintings and he could have been a painter.
Yeah.
And you joke about that, but he was a painter, right?
Yeah, he was. Yep.
Well, think about this. What if you were that scout for the Pittsburgh Pirates that before you let Castro go, you're like, no, let's give him one more shot instead of sending him back to Cuba to go start a revolution.
Yeah.
There's got to be.
There's so many things of what if.
Yeah.
So many.
How the timeline weaves throughout history.
Yep.
Yeah, because they always talk, all these, not religious types, but but people that believe in things happen for a reason. It's like I always find that I can go back and go, if I hadn't done this exact day, I wouldn't be here. I'd be over here.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's so many little things that in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I can go back and tell you exactly how I became to be in America from England, and I know the conversation. That if that conversation never happened, I wouldn't be. You guys can get a time machine, go back and shoot that woman right now. I understand you guys hate her, but I know where I know, but I guarantee in your life, Dan, and even Dave, Dave, if you hadn't got drunk and gone on the New Jersey singles thing, you wouldn't be living with that woman now. You know what I mean?
I wasn't drunk that
night. Maybe that was the problem. Dan, if you hadn't posted that one video on YouTube, you'd be working at the Walmart distro center right now instead of you fucking doing YouTube videos.
Yep, absolutely.
There's always, and it's so funny because every one of us can go back and say, I know exactly what point a decision or something happened that literally flipped the switch.
Right.
Yep,
so absolutely.
There's got to be someone out there that could have done something and made a choice for their benefit.
Yep. I'm sure there is. And I wonder if that story will ever come out.
Yeah, someone will get drunk and tell Dave Hodge on a podcast that, hey, I was the guy, man. I could have saved 3,500 people, but I didn't know fucking Amazon was going to be $1,400 fucking dollars. Jesus.
But somebody told me I have to get Amazon stock right away.
But imagine you go back in time and tell yourself buy Amazon stock, and as soon as you leave, the guy you told's like, "What's Amazon?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or even worse, I'm not going to buy that after this .com bubble. And no, I'm out. I'm not fucking cool. So you get the stock to people die instead, and now everybody's screwed.
Yeah.
You hear normal non-computer nerdy type people that go, I wish I bought Bitcoin. But me, I'm a nerdy computery person. I should have bought Bitcoin. Why did I miss this?
Why were you not mining it sooner?
I know. Well, I did have a go at that, but it was way later. I could be like Kumi. I could be like Kumi from the Opie and Anthony show. He had an apartment on 48th Street in the city, and somehow it was unlimited electricity. It was included. So he bought a Bitcoin miner and he plugged it in there and he just left it running. And he got, I think it was 3 Bitcoins. And they were on his phone and his phone broke and he lost them.
Oh.
And can you imagine? I can't even imagine.
Easy come, easy go.
Yeah.
Would you rather have $1 million and lose it or just never have the $1 million? It's got to be worse to have it and lose it, right?
Have it and lose it.
You'd want to do that or you wouldn't?
No, I wouldn't. It's worse to have it and lose it for sure.
It's a tough call. Because I know I would wind up losing it if I got it.
Imagine you're
stop it. So I want to get what if I got to enjoy it first? I don't know.
Imagine you're sitting in front of your computer and some girl calls and she convinces you to leave to go out and then you marry her, but then you remember that you were going to buy Bitcoin that night, but you decided pussy was a better option. How much would you want to fucking?
I don't know how that would change.
She fucks up. I could have got Bitcoin. I could have got Bitcoin. You fucking.
Why wouldn't you buy it and then go out? Is what I'm saying.
I know it's no law. I'm just. There's just decisions.
Hold on a second. I'll be there in 20 minutes. Give me 25. All right, I bought my Bitcoin. I'm getting ready. I'll see you in a little bit.
The worst part is back then there wasn't like Coinbase or Kraken or all of these websites where you could buy Bitcoin in like 2 minutes. You had to fucking do this and convert this and change the money into this and do. It was a whole fucking thing. But nerdy people knew how to do it. I'm a fucking idiot.
And you would have known how to do it. Is my whole point.
I don't know how I missed it.
Would have done both.
I don't know.
Yeah, I still don't understand Bitcoin at all, so I would not know what to do.
All I know is it was $100 and then it was over $110,000, and that would have been great.
But now it's down to 66.
But you know what? I would have been the guy that buys it at 110 and sold it at like 10,000, thinking that it was a good choice.
That's not a bad choice.
I don't know. I just feel, imagine you sell stock. You sell stock and you make $80, but you could have made 80,000. Jesus.
Yeah, but you can't guarantee that, so you have to know that it's going to hit that. You know what I mean?
You can't know anything.
Right.
No.
So if you're happy with the 80,000 or the $800 that you made, not a bad deal.
Hey, I sold the Bitcoin I had, and I bought a furnace for my house when my furnace blew up. So
there you go.
So I didn't buy a house. I just bought a furnace. But whatever.
But you needed it.
Well, yeah, because we nearly died. That's a whole nother story.
That's right. I forgot about that part.
Yeah, we had a leak of carbon monoxide in the house, and we almost died. The alarm went off. My buddy from Channel 12 in New Jersey came and did a whole story about comedian recommends you don't fucking turn off your fucking carbon monoxide detectors.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you guys caught it, and at least they did a story when you're still here, which is good.
Well, here's the fucked up part. When my grandsons came to stay, my wife went out and bought a $25 carbon monoxide detector that you plug in the wall, and she put it in the hall outside their room.
Mm-hmm.
And we were a bit lightheaded for a day or two, and then it went off. And of course, the first thing you do is you're like, "What the fuck's wrong with this thing?"
Right.
So it says, "Take it outside, let the air clear it, bring it back inside," and it went off again. I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" So then we leave. We say we're gonna leave because we unplugged the boiler at that point. But like an asshole, I went downstairs and unplugged the boiler because I found out the emergency switch at the top of the stairs was not connected that day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, exactly. So I would leave it, and I'm like, I'm just gonna call the cops and see if they want to come check this. I call fucking the whole fucking town shows up.
Right.
The guy went in with this meter. It's like a Geiger counter looking thing, but dude, he opened the front door. This thing bottomed out, and I'm like, oh. He's like, yeah. He goes, if you get over 1,000 particles per million, you'll be dead in like 40 minutes. You went down to the basement, and it was 1,400.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So
that's bad.
Yeah,
that's a fucking way to find out too.
But if my wife hadn't bought that $25 carbon monoxide detector, bro, who the fuck knows? Because that thing was way upstairs, and the fucking boiler's in the basement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for it, because if you read on those detectors, it tells you it has to be over 800 for 15 minutes before it goes off. It has to be over 400 for 2 hours before it goes off. So for the fact it creeped all the way up there, and then it sat there with those ratings before it went off.
Right. Exactly. Wow. Like I said, man, it wasn't your time, and
no.
Yeah, and to think that the week before I tried to build a craft room in the basement for my wife.
God damn it. So you were too slow doing it.
Yeah, I know. Should have bought Bitcoin. Should have bought that fucking craft table. But yeah,
that's amazing though, man. Seriously, wow, that's crazy.
That was a fun night.
I bet.
But again, the worst part of it was when we got outside. I'm just like, we'll leave the windows open, go to the diner, and come back, and it was just like, maybe we should call.
Yeah.
And we stood there and thought about it. Should we call? And then we called, and But I mean, the boiler was off. We knew it was the boiler, and the boiler was off at that point. But if we had gone back in an hour, how much of that shit would have cleared out of the house?
Oh yeah, not much.
When they came, they pretty much cut the lines to the boiler, so you couldn't even turn it back on again.
Okay. And
then they put these massive fans. They put one at the back of the house and one at the front of the house, and what it did is it created a draft through the house.
Right.
And that's how they pull the shit out. But they were talking about like this room I'm in now has quite a high ceiling. And they were saying that it sits high up. Because this room's tall, it's going to take longer to clear out. I mean, there was a whole thing.
Right. That's crazy, man. Well, like I said, man, it wasn't your time, and you guys just, that $25 investment, what was it, $25? That was the best $25. Yep.
Best 25 you ever spent.
Absolutely.
I have 3 of them now.
Yeah, I don't blame you. We got.
And
2.
What? If that TV thing I did about it made some people buy carbon monoxide detectors and save them, then how much of a comedic piece of shit I am, as everybody knows. Maybe I saved someone. Fuck it.
There you go.
You got to balance it out, Paul. There you go.
Got some good currency there.
If I saved the guy that could have saved the people in 9/11, then that pisses me off. Yeah, no, but you know what happened? You saved the guy that put Amazon and you fucked up. Can you imagine if that's the chain of events? They know it is possible. I mean, you really think about it, it really is possible. Well, probably not,
Yeah, it
because
is.
it happened 5 years ago, and 9/11 was way before that.
Yeah, I know. No, but I'm saying now. Maybe the guy
No,
that fucking he made $100 million on Amazon, but he didn't buy any carbon monoxide detectors until he saw my video on News 12 New Jersey.
All right, we're gonna get out of here. It's getting kind of late.
Actually, the people, just think about it. The people I know, they might watch the video of that and take the batteries out of the carbon monoxide detector.
Or they may break into your house and steal yours.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Go to the source.
Yeah, exactly.
He tells that joke one more time, I'm taking those things out of his house.
Exactly.
Hey guys, listen, I had a blast here. Really, it was a good time.
It was great having you. Plug all your socials real quick before you get out of here.
Thank you. Dan Regan Comedy on every social media app you could probably find. So YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
Grindr.
Dan Regan Comedy.
Perfect. Thank you. Dude, it was great having you. Great seeing you again.
Thanks, guys.
Let us know when you're ready to get back out there as well.
I will.
And
And
also we did another milestone on YouTube.
Yeah, that would be nice. I'll like to come back here again if you guys have me. I'd like to, sit in with you guys and chat again.
Oh,
Well,
definitely, man. We definitely want to have you back.
Dave will tag you in this, and your followers will drop.
They'll blame the British guy.
Well,
Confusion.
I took screenshots of all like every platform's followers just to see it. No, I didn't. Just to see that's true.
The one thing I said about Hitler's paintings is the thing that ruins your whole career.
No, we're good. I appreciate you guys having me on for sure.
Definitely, man. I'll talk to you soon. Be good. Be well.
You too. Take care, guys.
All right. Dude, Dan was a good guy. I like him. I was right before we were starting the show, I was talking to somebody that's coming on that's going to be here on the 16th. I sent something to you on Facebook Messenger. British comedian.
Oh, yeah? Do we have a name? Where's my phone?
Yeah, well, I sent it to you, so let me see.
Okay.
Hold on.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see.
James Waugh.
No.
Waugh.
No idea. You know who we need to get on? I don't know if you better get it right now because of what's going on. But the guy, what's his fucking, god damn it, I can't remember. The guy that's in that new movie, is this on? You know what I'm talking about? The one.
Oh yeah, I would get.
Is this thing on?
Him.
Yeah, no, but the British guy it's based on.
Oh, okay.
It's based
you
on.
wouldn't have had to find him, not me.
He's all over TV in England, in the last few weeks when this movie came out. But I'm wondering, he tours, but I don't think he tours America or not. I mean, he might now. He might now because everybody knows, he's fucking. That's a good movie too. Is this thing on?
Do you have that?
Yep.
All right, I'll have to save that for another time.
If you look really carefully, you can see Danny Braff in that movie.
Really?
He walks in the background. He walks across the background. Yep.
Oh, nice.
And I told him about it. I told him about it, and he told me that he was literally just going to the cellar to work on some videos. He wasn't even an extra or paid or nothing. He just walked behind the filming.
He just happened to be there.
Yeah, he just happened to be somewhere that he got, where he works, that got told he was filming a movie. But, that's another story.
Hey, listen, whatever it takes sometimes.
That's what I say.
All right. So how do you think everything went Saturday?
I think it went good. It went good. I mean, it was a decent amount of people. I mean, the room is not...
Way better than what we thought to start it, so that was good.
Oh, 100%. The guy that runs this call.
Yeah.
And, we did a show in Audubon, New Jersey at a weed lounge.
Yeah.
But actually, no one that showed up smoked.
Really?
The guy that was smoking is the partner in the business or the friend of the partner. Yeah, so I didn't see anybody smoking. Which is good because on the way home I didn't, I wasn't doing 25 on the turnpike. You know what I mean? But it was good. Everyone that showed up actually most of them just saw the sign in the window.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though. I like that. And everybody had a good time. More importantly.
It was fun. AJ Sherman came and he was funny.
Yeah. I talked to him about coming on soon too. So
Oh, you did that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Also, he owes us some fucking guest spots, but that's another story.
Right. So speaking of next week coming on, we have Nick Sanchez will be here.
Okay.
And then special guest the week after, Dan Caprio.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's back in town, so I got him on there.
Is he back in town on a permanent basis?
No. He's here for like 10 days. But I have him for one of them, so.
Who's driving his limo while he's here?
It depends. We'll see. I almost forgot to put my other guest in the calendar. I wanted to make sure I had that while I was still thinking of it. Because if I would have forgot, I would have forgot.
Yeah, imagine you announce it, and that's the only time you ever mention it.
Right, exactly. Because I won't remember if I don't have it in my calendar. So my new system is the weekend before. And I tell her, I'm like, listen, the weekend before I hit you up, and it's usually on Sunday. I hit them like, still good for tomorrow? Okay. Because that way it gives plenty of time for them to figure out what they have to do. Like a couple of weeks ago, Dan was supposed to come on. Mm-hmm. And he couldn't. And I was usually I try to reach out on a Sunday, and I literally was looking him up on Sunday. I'm like, hey, what's up there? He's like, hey, by the way, not able to do tomorrow. Can I do it next week? I'm like, how about the 23rd? He goes, perfect. I'm like, all right, deal. So I already had 2 people for last week. I didn't want to overdo it, and we wound up only having a 1, which is still good because it was probably the better choice.
You didn't work today, right? Or did you?
No, we were actually closed.
So I'm trying to figure out how you're there and Tracy's not, or is she there and I'm just not seeing her?
No, she's not. She's upstairs.
Oh, okay. All right. So that makes sense now.
Yes.
We haven't called her any names, so she hasn't run downstairs to punch us all.
Correct.
Hi, Tracy. All right. We do plugs.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm doing Troy Hills District Firehouse fundraiser in Parsippany March 5th. March 6th, Wayne Hills football fundraiser. You're on that one. I'm doing something for True Dan's on March 7th, Zero Kid, Jersey City. I don't know if you want to reach out to him.
I will not be able to. I'm not available that day.
Yeah, Bovine Burgers on March 20th in Jamesburg. Showroom March 25th, Asbury Park. All information available on nofilterpool.com.
Yeah, I'm going to be in Wayne with you on the 6th. I'm going to be hosting for Pearsall on the 20th in Morristown.
Yeah, if you don't call me.
A show with Gerald on the 21st.
Oh, yeah?
Down in Middletown at the Elks.
Well,
so that'll be good.
Asking for a guest spot for me.
All right.
But okay, cool.
All right, and we're getting out of here.
Fun show today. Dan was funny. I like funny.
Dan was a good sport. I like that. We're going to get out of here.
We'll get to the BAFTA stuff next week, I guess.
Yes.
We don't do that now. Yep.
No, we don't.
Yep.
All right.
Later, buddy.
All right, later. Be good, everybody. Good night.